In the world of radio shock jocks, the biggest are Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
Girl gives you strip club advice, and then you go and see The Little Mermaid the next day.
It's not like I went with a gay guy.
Your girlfriend did. It was you.
Entertainment is going.
I think if you were touched inappropriately, you would make it like a quick pop song, like the Beatles used to do.
The love me don't.
Yeah,
Sick freaks.
Yeah, tell us what happened.
I had a patient who was a college student and was really, really depressed, and he killed himself.
It's time for people to understand these are words. If you don't like them, turn the dial.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Hey, good morning. Good morning to you. Hi. Rise and shine.
Yeah, winter's finally here in New York City.
Just realized how much Tuesdays blow.
Why Tuesdays?
Because, like, Monday, it's a given that it just blows, and there's no false expectations about it. The weekend's over. You're starting a whole new week from scratch. And Wednesday, you get that hopeful little thing like, well, at least when the day's over, the next day's Thursday. And then we're honing in on that weekend. But Tuesday is week filler. It's just filler to make up the 7 days.
It's the worst day of the week?
Yeah. Even though Monday is bad because it's like you got to restart, but you just know Monday sucks.
Yeah, but Monday you're still in a haze.
Yeah, and
like you could go through Monday pretty easily because you're still got some drugs and alcohol.
Yeah, maybe
left
that's
over
it.
in you, and
you're dealing with that.
You're just like you're in a bit of a fog, a bit of haze around you.
There's just no illusions about Monday, you know? Monday, we all know what it is. But the Tuesday thing is it's just there.
Wow.
You just got to deal with it.
Great. I really feel like being here now. Thanks, Anthony.
Well, we make it special. That's what I got to tell you. Hey, you're darn tootin'.
I got a special good morning today.
Did ye?
I want to say good morning to the Angel of Death.
Yes. Our own harbinger of doom, E-Rock.
Just call him the Angel of Death.
I see dead people.
Oh, my God.
I see them all the time. I leave from work or come into work.
For the people that linger longer,
big,
you might remember.
It doesn't even resemble it anymore.
That's all right.
Doing.
You might remember. How long was it? 2 weeks ago? A mere 2 weeks ago? You saw that horrific car accident in Hoboken?
A mere 2 weeks ago.
Where someone was missing their face right?
You remember her neck exploded.
Yeah, what was the story again? You got to do the quick version. 2 weeks ago, the Angel of Death, that's his new name, E-Rock.
Lady came speeding down an incline, plowed into 5 cars. Her neck exploded and her face was missing.
And
that was it.
And she was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people were dead in that one?
2 died.
2 died.
And
the car just missed you when it was going 70, 80 miles an hour, whatever it was doing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that made the paper. Not the big paper, though. What? The Hoboken
and
local rag, whatever?
Yeah.
But E-Rock was there.
Yeah.
He was there.
The Angel of Death.
The Angel of Death. Well, the Angel of Death has struck again yesterday.
Have you heard yet, Jimmy?
I'm reading this, and I'm assuming that Dreadful was there.
Well, we all got emails yesterday.
Yeah. Fatso sent out an email to everybody.
Oh, my goodness.
And it included pictures.
Yes, this time pictures, because last time we criticized him about his picture taking at the scene of the accident, the big car wreck where 2 people died and the woman's neck exploded and her face was gone or whatever the hell it was. We were like, E-Rock, you were right there. Where are these pictures? And he said he'd taken pictures, and it's from like, I don't know, 30 yards, 50 yards away, and you can't see anything but a car. Not very compelling photographs.
He took photos that any spectator could have taken.
Right.
Well, this time he got it right, Jimmy.
Well, he's getting better. The harbinger of death.
No, the angel of death.
The angel of death.
Although harbinger.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Either one. Harbinger of doom. Angel of death. He's getting better at taking his pictures because there he is. There's a E-Rock photo of dead guy.
E-Rock saw someone get killed yesterday, is what we're getting at. I know it's a little too early for this. People are just hitting their alarm clocks. But the angel of death, it's happened again. What?
E-Rock is faces of burgers.
E-Rock, tell your story before we read the official account from the New York Post.
Yeah.
On the corner of 57th and 8th, this old man was crossing. This bus was taking off from the green light.
Funny, is it?
It was a little bit.
Jesus.
Why was it funny? The guy died.
The guy's dead.
Because you didn't know what happened at first. You just saw him stumbling around.
Ah.
The bus was taking off from the green light. Didn't see the old gentleman there. Knocked him over, and as it was trying to build speed, ran over him with both sets of wheels from the bus.
In slow motion, pretty much.
Motion,
it wasn't this high speed wham hit him. He was in front of the bus. I gather too close to the front of the bus for the driver to see him.
Yeah, it was on the driver's right, that far right corner.
The driver's right, the far right corner, kind of a blind spot.
Yeah.
And knocked him over, and then the front wheels ran him over.
Yes.
And then...
and the bus driver thought nothing of it. He was taking off.
That's a bump in the road.
And started to accelerate when the back wheels ran over him.
Oh, that's the heavy part.
Is when
it's a bus. It's all the heavy part.
People walking around ran out in front of the bus and was hitting the bus saying, "Stop, stop." The gentleman driving the bus gets out and starts yelling, "What is he doing here? How did he get here? What's going on?"
Trying to make him sound innocent. Hey, I was just driving. This guy threw himself under my bus.
What, did he just start freaking out?
He was just mad that there was a guy laying there, not that he ran over the person, just saying, how did he get here?
Because he knows he's screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't continue being a bus driver if you killed someone.
No, when you
even
kill
if it's
someone
not
like
your
that.
fault, they just got to kind of,
It sounds like
you a little bit.
It sounds like it was his fault, though. He didn't see the guy somehow. Look at his leg there. There's like meat or a bone sticking out, and he's laying there. His face is on the pavement. Wow. And there's about 6 pictures that E-Rock took, and not in one picture, he didn't move the whole time. He's exactly laid out like he is.
Well, wasn't his finger twitching for a little bit or something? You were
cold
saying?
ass pavement.
Yeah,
God,
he was kind of when the bus finally stopped. The old guy on the street was kind of balled up, and somebody had run over to him, thinking they knew what they were doing. Decided to straighten him out.
Why would anyone touch somebody under that circumstance?
He was all curled up, almost fetal position, except for the part that wasn't moving that it got run over.
Everyone knows you get him something, a blanket you put over, and then you rifle through his pockets for his valuables.
Started to
It's the
straighten
New York
him
City
out
way.
and laid his arms out on the side of him. And when he did that, his right hand just kind of twitched for a second, and then it stopped.
Oh, boy.
And within a minute, there was the fire department and the EMTs were there.
Wow, that fast.
Yeah, well, somebody had flagged him down. They were coming down the...
Yeah, they're always on 57.
Yeah. So the fire department ran over, looked at him, was waving. They had an EMT there, and first thing they do was, boom, blanket right on top of him, and got something to pick him up, threw him in the EMT, and then got traffic moving again.
Did they cover his head with the blanket, too?
The whole body.
Oh, okay, so they knew he was
dead.
He was done at that point.
At that point, they just need to hose down the area and you know, move along. Get the traffic
Step
moving.
lively, move along. Wow.
So this is the email that E-Rock sent to everybody with pictures attached. A perfect end of this day. Leaving work, I watched an old man slowly get run over by a bus that was taking off from green light and didn't realize it clipped this gentleman who hadn't made it all the way to the sidewalk. Photos attached. And we don't even know if the guy's dead or nothing. That's all Iraq writes. These pictures are horrific. You can make money off these pictures.
Could have.
And then we open up the paper a mere, hour ago, and the New York Post has the story of what Iraq saw yesterday afternoon.
Well, yeah, Iraq, did you sell any of these to the Post? Why not?
No, I didn't.
What's wrong with you? It actually is a news story.
Yeah, you could have made some bucks off of the
Probably
poor
still can.
old dead guy.
You got one day to do this.
Yeah, we made some calls this morning, so we're waiting to hear back.
All right, good.
Well, I think they would still print this picture.
Pretty gruesome.
Absolutely. Well, the New York Post, the headline reads, "Fatally hit on way to Oprah Pal."
So
we learn a little more about this situation here.
This poor gentleman.
An elderly man who was delivering candy to Oprah Winfrey's best pal, Gayle King. Oh, my God. Was killed yesterday when he was struck by a cab and then a bus in Midtown. So he was struck by a cab, then the bus.
Where was the train? Jesus.
Huh?
I didn't see the cab part
ways
first.
of public transportation can this guy get run over?
His head was also struck by an escalator and clipped by a plane wing.
Horse and carriage, right?
Yeah, one of those handsome cabs.
A delivery guy on his bike. Just everything just rolling over this guy. Harvey Katz, 69, jumped out of the cab and was crossing in front of the bus on West 57th Street between 8th and 9th Avenues just before 3:15 p.m. The cab sideswiped Katz and he was pinned under the bus, the sources said. He wasn't moving, said Serena 21, a student from Manhattan who was driving by. He looked dead. I'm still in shock right now. Katz died at Bellevue Hospital. He was delivering a box of candy to King, who works as an editor for the Oprah magazine, which has offices nearby. It was not known who sent the candy to King. Winfrey and King have been friends for more than 30 years and have formed such a close bond that the talk show queen felt compelled to deny rumors they were gay. How does this
Why
make
does
the
that
story?
make it into the dead guy story?
In an interview in the magazine.
It is amazing. From this guy's death,
Yeah.
they tie Oprah
being a
she's
lesbo.
not a lesbian.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
amazing.
A
Poor guy.
spokesman for the magazine could not immediately be reached. So there you have it.
Why do you need a spokesman for the
From the
magazine?
magazine for the guy that died getting run over by a bus.
Well, it just shows your life's not as important as the storyline that Oprah could possibly be a lesbian.
Right. That's the story. Oh, look at that guy's face. He's just laying on the cold pavement going, oh, it's so cold, and I can't move because the Grim Reaper has his foot on my neck.
What do they think the magazine? They want to comment from the magazine. They're probably going to say, it's a terrible tragedy. We send our condolences to his family. Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to say a prayer for his family. Are you?
Are you?
Let's go to Brooklyn.
Look at that poor bastard.
Tommy, what's up?
Tommy.
Good morning, guys. Listen, that guy's finger wasn't twitching.
No?
He's calling the angel of death.
Yeah, Iraq is the angel of death. This is two incidences that three. What's the third one?
Third one was over the summer where my girl and I were in the car and we saw the homeless guy get plowed into a windshield on 42nd and 9th.
All right.
That was you too?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, the angel of death.
Jeez, Iraq.
I forgot about that story. That guy was okay, though. He was just really mad, right?
Yeah, he was looking for his hat.
That's homeless people. They're indestructible.
Bums.
They really are. You could run into them at any speed.
He just wants his hat back.
They bounce off vehicles and get mad. Start yelling at you. Don't hit me with your car. I want to dance on the stage.
Tippy Tom's family is looking for him. They're starting instant feedback now, too. We're trying to find Tippy Tom.
Steve from Bayshore.
Yeah.
Movie title, Fed Like Me. Of course, instead of Dead Like Me.
Yeah. Well, here comes the bit, I guess.
Fed Like Me.
Iraq's the angel of death. So what are we doing with these pictures? I hear they don't want them for ONARadio.com.
No, they won't post them up there.
Can we post them up on our fine website that we can't promote?
That I believe we can do, yeah.
All right, we should do that immediately. Because the pictures are... They're perfect, actually.
They're a little disturbing.
They're, not too close, not too far, just kind of... It's a perfect picture, to be honest with you, for the newspaper.
You see some meat on his leg.
A little bit, but you could cover that up with a headline.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, if you want to keep it a little cleaner.
A little meat coming out of the back of his leg there. He was crushed because you could see where his thigh meets the leg right there. It really flattens out at that point. And that probably caused some major injuries.
You know how much that... Because his feet... He's on his stomach, but his feet are both turned out opposite directions. Like that really.
People look really uncomfortable when they're run over by things or when they plummet from heights.
Right.
They look uncomfortable.
Oh yeah. By the way, there are 4 deaths that you've witnessed.
Wow.
In Iraq. You're forgetting one. RG from Houston writes, the 4th one is your radio career. Let's say hi to Max in Dallas. Max, what's up?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey.
Was that guy that got hit by the bus when a lady dies, gentleman callers? Linger longer.
Oof.
Oh, Max.
Wow.
Even a linger longer doesn't save that.
Oh, no.
Let's go to Mike. Hey. All right. Well, all right. Okay.
He had a good line, too.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that was a good line. Okay. Hey, front page of the paper.
By the way, it was, what did Iraq do with the box of chocolates?
Yeah.
Were they Iraq tasty? Just snatch him out of the dead guy's hand and start picking at him.
You know, Gail King had good chocolates coming.
Of course.
From your lover, oh.
That guy made page 9 of the paper today. Front page, you're looking at, this is sad for Roger Clemens. It's over, Johnny. Andy Pettit's basically saying everything that McNamee has been saying is true. That is basically the headline.
Wow.
And McNamee and Clemens will be facing off in what? Is it a court officially? Facing off today about the steroid thing.
Yeah, some kind of hearing testimony crap.
Andy Pettit at this point is trying to save his own ass, and he's basically saying everything that Brian McNamee has been saying is accurate.
Yeah, you can't expect Andy Pettit to lie to Congress.
Right.
No.
Your friends are not going down to prison.
Hey, help me out here.
Right. That's kind of sad because they're so close that they have to deal with that. But
Under oath, man.
under oath, right? That's a biggie, right? Right.
He's a rat.
All right.
Whole family of rats.
Let's say we don't want to start the "I saw someone get killed" bit.
No.
It's just a thing with Iraq today, but we'll take one. Bruce in Louisiana looks like. Bruce, what's up?
Hey, I saw a woman get ran over at a truck stop in Birmingham, Alabama a couple months ago.
Oh, yeah?
By a 18-wheeler at the fuel. It's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I would assume yes.
What happened, sir?
Yeah, I don't think it would be jovial. Let's go to Dave in Wisconsin. Dave.
I wanted to know what Jim C's take was on this guy getting run over.
I don't know.
if he, did he see the pictures?
We have to wait till the autopsy comes in. He had bus treads all through the back of his calves. We're gonna be knee deep in bodies, Sam. If this bus driver isn't stopped, there was an explosion.
An explosion. And Jim C was there.
That
for
old
some
man
reason.
fell.
Now, do you assume the driver might be charged with something?
The toxicology report shows he had gravy on his shirt. It was murder.
Catchphrase Jimmy.
I'm Jim C rules.
Two-line Jim C knows nothing.
We're working all your catchphrases into this show today.
It's just
Two-line Jim C.
two-line Jim C. I know nothing else. Sam has tiny genitals, and somebody was murdered.
Well, it's always murder.
Well, the old man was flattened. How flat did he get, Jim C?
He looked like my girlfriend's
There
dad.
you go.
I went over, I caressed him. Well, Quint, let me tell you, Detective Monahan, shut up, you're ruining the scene again. We liked you better as Speed in the other show.
That was Speed, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Very good. There you go.
Oh, they made a little Photoshop, Jim C. M.E.
Yeah?
And look, he's holding a little slide by a microscope.
I thought I left a plunger in the toilet. It was only Al from Happy Days, who was also on my other show.
Right.
Not this one.
The cop.
Yep.
Well, there you go. That's how we start today. The angel of death, Iraq, saw another person get killed.
Good one, Iraq.
2 within the last 2 to 3 weeks. Yep. That's wonderful. Phone number 877-212-0. And phones are lit. That's good. We got lots to do today. Black History Month.
Ooh.
We're going to replay yesterday's.
How many days left of that?
Another, they got to come up with another 10, I think. Another 10 or 12. Here's yesterday's honoree. We'll have a brand new one later on this morning.
In honor of Black History Month, the Opie and Anthony Show is honoring black heroes, African American individuals throughout history, without whom this country would not be the melting pot it is today. Today we honor outspoken, loving mother and panel host on The View, Sherry Shepherd.
Is the world flat? Yes. I don't know. What do you think? I never thought about it, Whoopi. Is the world flat? I never thought about it.
You never thought about whether the world was round?
But I'll tell you what I've thought about, how I'm going to feed my child, how I'm going to take care of my family. The world flat has never entered into, that has not been an important thing to me.
Sherry Shepherd, your words never fall flat on our ears.
I don't think anything predated Christians.
Stay tuned for more icons of black history on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Wow. Angel of Death, Slayer. In honor of B-Rock. Hit it!
Wow, this is
heavy, man.
This is when someone's alarm's going off. Wake up to this. Turn it off.
Your death metal station. Slayer. What, too much?
A little.
A little too much?
I enjoy that.
A little too much this early? So if you're just tuning in, you just missed a great little break there. E-Rock witnessing someone dying on the streets of New York yesterday. Again is the key here. Yes, the Angel of Death, E-Rock. E-Rock has more nicknames than anyone. We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. All right, enough. Angel of Death, man. People are trying to start their day. Let's say hi to John, Staten Island. What's going on, John?
John.
I would just like to start the day by commending Anthony for his fastidious use of the beep this morning. Linger longer.
Did you even use the beep?
I did not use the beep.
You haven't used the beep yet, right?
I didn't beep.
Hey, Boston has had it tough the last week or two.
Yeah.
And Danny found a really, really bad Pat song.
Oh, I was listening.
Now, you might be saying yourself,
horrid.
But the Super Bowl was, what, 10 days ago at this point? 9 days ago?
Yeah.
You know,
why bother?
They're trying to move on. Well, the songs continue to come in. Listen to this thing.
Yeah. Oh, what's it to?
You sent your cameraman to shoot other teams. The subterfuge was fueling all your super dreams. But now your dynasties come apart at the seams. You cheated. You cheated. You had us thinking you're as good as it gets. But then your right-hand man went off to coach the Jets. He flipped and now you're grilling on the charcoal briquettes. You cheated. And now your hoodie's all wet. You cheated. Cheated. Thought you would go undefeated. Went to the desert showing low class. That's when the Giants walked on your ass. You cheated. You cheated.
Do you get it?
Cheated.
Yeah. Quite enough.
Oh, it sounds like Beat It.
Oh. I thought it was an original.
Commissioner Goodell, but you forgot about Matt Walsh, who was just itching to tell. You cheated. You cheated. Then sent in
Right.
all inspector.
Someone is saying this is Michael Haxon.
Now Belichick can go.
Bill from Waterford.
Come back not needed. You should
I like
get
it.
canned by crap.
Oh, that'll hurt.
Enough. We get it.
Prep Burger? What is that?
Prep Burger. Linger longer. Stupid Prep Burger. Just leave it alone at this point, right?
Yeah, it's done. We get it. They lost.
Yeah.
They
The
lost.
Giants won.
Victory.
And they got a sex offender winning the lotto.
That's nice up there.
Have you heard about this one, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Boston's having it rough the last week or so. Listen to
That's
this
a good
story.
In Massachusetts, a convicted sex offender could be facing new charges after winning a multi-million-dollar lottery. 56-year-old Daniel Snay won $10 million from a scratch-off ticket he'd bought at a convenience store. Snay, a level 3 sex offender who once lived in Connecticut, was convicted 6 times for assaults on children. Lottery officials say it's a legal win, but authorities in Connecticut are now considering filing felony charges against Snay for failing to notify officials when he moved back to Massachusetts.
Convicted 6 times.
How are you convicted? Unless you get caught and then they go back and trace. But do you actually get convicted for 6 different kids on 6 different occasions? And
how does that happen? 6 times?
How are you still walking?
I know.
Around.
Guy's finger must smell like cotton candy and Peeps.
Oh, my God. I was going to set you up for another catchphrase, but that's a little rough, man.
It said his record of sexual assaults date back to 1974. So, why did this guy, why is he walking the streets? Going to be driving the streets in a nice limousine, as they say.
God almighty.
With his millions.
By a giant playland.
There's no God, by the way.
No.
There's families, loving people, caring people that are broke, that would love to win the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
Probably pray to God, please let me win this week. And here it is, level 3 sex offender guy, pockets $10 million. Here you go. In reward of your child molestation, here you go.
Does he get to keep the money?
Yeah. It's a legal win, they said. But he can face felony charges for leaving the state.
Which they will get him on. So
hell yeah.
So this guy will be going back to jail.
We're going to fine you $10 million.
Right. So, that's wonderful, right? Let's say hi to Brian in Syracuse. Brian, what's up?
Man, I don't understand you guys. You guys are always constantly picking on these songs, man. Now, I thought that song was absolutely wonderful. Longer.
No, man, I was beginning to get worried halfway through.
No kidding.
Oh, no.
Now, Syracuse gets this show. We got a lot of people listening in the Syracuse area.
They stole $163 million worth of art, and I'm looking at the art.
It
looks like crap.
Yeah.
Watercolors.
Expensive art. Really looks like garbage for some reason.
Awful. Like the one person is called Boy in the Red Waistcoat, and it's some kid with a way too long an arm, just kind of leaning his head.
Way too long an arm?
Look at how long his arm is.
I mean, oh yeah, that's stupid.
With a little head.
Whose arm is that? Looks like it's been run over by a bus. Iraq, what happened to that guy's arm? Must have been there.
That's his thing, though. That's the artist's thing.
His thing is painting long arms?
I don't know. You got to have your thing if you're an artist.
Yeah, I guess so.
Van Gogh.
What?
Van Gogh and Monet, they were awful.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Rockwell just painted a person. Hey, look, it's a kid at the counter. Looks just like a kid at the counter.
Right.
Give you $10 million for it.
Yeah. The eyeballs are in the right places instead of one on the forehead and one on his elbow,
But then they painted one at like a doctor's office, too.
Yeah.
Where little kids on the bench and the doctor's talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or at the drugstore, the soda jerk.
Yeah.
At the drugstore. It's a bit of Americana.
But this is good. Just a kid leaning on a desk, and the right arm is too long. Looks like Freddy in Nightmare on Elm Street when he's walking down the street and his arms just
with the big long arms. Yes. Yeah, I don't know what dictates art prices. I don't know. I kind of like the poker playing dogs.
No, you don't.
I think that's nice.
That's
painting.
a hack joke at this point.
Of course it is.
No one actually likes that thing.
Of course it is.
What?
The original on that is worth a lot of money.
Oh, I'm sure.
Is it? Was there an original?
Oh, yeah.
It just came out of nowhere. Speaking of hack, oh my God, I was watching the Rodney Dangerfield special from 1987.
Was
the
that
one
the
with
good
Dice
one?
on it?
Yeah.
It was like the first appearance of Dice, pretty much anywhere.
Yep.
He gets up there and starts doing like his rhymes, and no one knew. Like you see him do it after a few years, and everyone was yelling out the rhymes before he could do them. They didn't know what was coming. And I remember watching that and laughing my ass off, going, oh, my God, this guy is just hysterical. And you watch it now, and it's kind of nostalgic. Yeah. But then they had some other comics on there that would just...
Never made it?
Barry Sobel was on that one.
Barry Sobel was on it. And, he's doing his thing. And
he was the white guy that rapped.
He did the rap little act there. Oof.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah. That was. Who else was in that one? God, I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember.
Was Jakoff in that one?
No, he wasn't on that. Oh, Bill Hicks was in it.
Really?
Yeah, Bill Hicks was on that one.
The same one with Dice?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, Bill Hicks.
I know a lot about Bill Hicks, too. I didn't know that. Well, see, here's Kenny. Kenny can tell you the whole line.
Oh, Kenny.
Andrew was thirsty that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you...
Schimmel.
Why do you always bend your 6'5" frame down to where the microphone is? It lifts right up nicely to you.
Damarera.
I don't want to inconvenience the microphone.
Well, just lift it up, please. You're making everyone uncomfortable.
But I was like, oh, God, that old gag. And it was, I guess, a new gag at the time. People are roaring laughing at some of the most hack things that would be, a comic wouldn't be called dead doing any of that material even 10 years ago.
Well, it wasn't hack when they were doing it, though.
Yeah,
that's the key to the whole thing.
But you watch it and go, oh, that's where it came from.
It's kind of like when you do a radio bit where you bomb a TV station with bra bombs. Looking back, it certainly sounds hack.
A little hacky,
but at the time,
for some reason it made sense at the time. Did it? Did it really?
At the time, it got the men 18 to 34 listening.
It certainly must have.
I remember when I was a kid, we used to watch the HBO Young Comedian special and the Dangerfield specials were the big ones.
Yeah.
And Nick is coming in later. DePaulo's here. He did one of those years ago. I think he did one with Janine Garofalo.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I saw one when I was a little kid. I was kind of young. My mom, maybe like 1980 something. And I never forgot this one guy on there that was really funny. It turns out his name was Larry Ambrose, who I kind of know now. He's a funny dude. And I watched the rest of the special that Alan King hosted recently.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Bad.
Larry was funny though. Like his stuff, he was really young and new, but like some of his stuff was really funny. There's a burn victim joke. Like,
okay,
that's pretty risky for the time,
joke,
right?
Yeah, but I mean, there was one guy like from Canada who like played the
ukulele or something.
The tennis racket.
Oh, the tennis
rock
racket.
music. With a funny hat on.
Oh no, he didn't.
No, why are you doing that?
A funny hat.
Yeah, like a wacky hat. All crazy.
We'll try to find some of these for
Lenny Clark was on it too, and it was such a young Lenny Clark. The guy was skinny, had a head full of dark hair, just like really young.
Very good.
Yeah.
We'll throw some of these on onaradio.com.
Very nostalgic, but not very funny.
Let's say hi to Eddie on Long Island. Eddie!
What's up, guys?
What's
Eddie.
up? Not much, man. Basically, just opened my eyes to some lovely news about the kitty offender
who won the lotto up in Massachusetts.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, and for the last 2 days, I've had this extreme need to use a word, and I think this is the perfect time.
Oh.
I think that this guy is just being very assiduous about his pedophile career.
Assiduous.
And, that's why he's able to keep going. He's just, I have assiduous in front of me right now on the computer, so he's just being very unceasing, persistent, and diligent.
Well, in honor of Keith Olbermann, that dope, we're trying to use bigger words on this radio show.
Assiduous. Well, he loves using that word. Seems to use it all the time.
Right.
What a jackass with his profound and I don't know what his apology was. I mean, I keep thinking about it. It's been locked in my head for the last 2 days, guys.
Well, Keith Olbermann is just a douche. Sean Hannity actually, came to the defense of David Schuster last night on his fine TV show. A guy from Fox is explaining why it's okay that David Schuster, slipped, and we should allow people to be able to slip as they're doing live commentary on TV or radio.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Hannity basically said, look, obviously it's not the best thing to say, but you got to give it to the guy. People just mess up from time to time.
It's far from the worst thing to say. It's not. I wouldn't even say it's not the best thing to say. The guy was just commenting that he believes that the Clintons are pimping out their daughter to call these superdelegates, which she needs. Oh, does she need the superdelegates?
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, this girl who hasn't been used in any capacity for either of their political careers is now calling up superdelegates, dining with them. She's taken on a different role. And it looked to this guy like she was being used by her parents to help get the vote. And if you want to use the expression pimped out, that's fine. It's part of the way people talk now. It doesn't literally mean pimping out for sex. It means being used in some capacity.
Even though he was probably wrong, like they kind of kept her out of the limelight. I don't think that they would push her into doing it. She probably wanted to do it because she sees her mother getting her ass kicked.
Do you think?
Yeah, I really do. I mean, because there's other times where Chelsea Clinton could have probably been very helpful when they were having public trouble, and she kind of didn't.
Well, it seems to me that when Hillary was running for senator of New York, she didn't need the help. She was pretty much a shoo-in. And, what would they need Chelsea for? But now she really is hurting. She's grabbing at straws, doing anything she can to get the vote. She's on TV crying all the time.
Obama's ahead in the polls officially.
Yeah. Obama's taking this thing away.
And they're using Chelsea to get, have her talk to the youth because a lot of the youth are coming out and supporting Obama.
And I think, personally, that knowing the Clintons from what we've seen of their public life and some of their private life, over so many years, these guys have been in front of us for years, that it does seem to be part of their MO to maybe get their daughter out there and help out. She probably couldn't be bothered. If you want to call it pimping out, why not?
Then Oberman just
apologizing, groveling.
And then you have Hannity saying the right thing, and he doesn't even work for MSNBC.
No.
You would think Hannity would just destroy, Schuster and all that, but he
always hates Oberman, too.
He actually, stuck up for the guy.
Yeah.
In the end.
Hates him?
Huh?
Hannity hates Oberman?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
But this is stupid Oberman once again.
No love lost there, I like to say.
He's just a smug douche.
Yeah.
He really is a smug,
It's the name of his
phony
show.
douche.
And
smug douche.
I know what sucks about that? Because there's a whole thing going on TV. You got Bill O'Reilly and Oberman going at it. And I would love to, join the Bill O'Reilly camp, but he's a douche, too. They're both douching it out.
Douching it out in the ring.
Because, when you hate one guy, you like to see who their competition is, and then you start supporting that other guy.
Yeah.
In this case, it's a no-win situation. They're both douchey.
But, Mr. Bush, you have hidden behind the general's skirts. And today you have hidden behind the skirts.
Oh, this is him saying, all right, whatever.
Well, no, that was what happened was when Schuster said it, Oberman gave a kind of a self.
Well, that's what I want to play for everybody again, Jimmy.
Groveling apology.
Yeah.
Really implying that he was the brilliant spokesperson for the network who was just trying so hard to be that guy.
Yeah.
And then it turns out he said almost the exact same thing about a general that Bush was pimping the guy out. So he understands the common terminology and how it's used in language today.
And Oberman didn't do it years ago. He did it 3 or 4 months ago.
September 2007.
And that's the biggest part of that is he does understand its usage in that context. It doesn't mean a pimp pimping out a whore.
Right.
Like, instead of saying, hey, maybe that was probably a poor choice of words the guy used, but we all know that you say things sometimes.
But we all make mistakes. That's what Oberman should have said. But instead, he has to, say this crap.
Now, you have probably heard that on this network yesterday, my colleague David Schuster, discussing Chelsea Clinton's role, a first for her in her mother's campaign, asked a guest, quote, doesn't it seem like Chelsea's sort of being pimped out in some weird sort of way? I have the greatest possible respect for David Schuster's work.
Do you?
His reporting for this show and others is assiduous and excellent, and his political insight is keen. All that being noted, it was still an utterly inappropriate and indefensible thing to say. The Clintons have every right to be furious, hurt, and appalled. Many of us here have similar reactions, ones that transcend political parties and politics itself. David has been suspended. It remains only for me to apologize without limit to President Clinton, to Senator Clinton, and to Ms. Clinton on behalf of MSNBC. We are literally, dreadfully sorry.
This Oberman will get his in the end.
Literally. Dreadfully sorry.
Douche.
He wants to be a member of that club so badly.
There are people that stand up in court after killing somebody driving drunk and don't apologize to the family that much. Literally. Dreadfully. Oh, I'm so sorry.
By the way, assiduous is sharp, caustic.
Yes.
Like the taste of vinegar and water. you douche.
Oh, he'll get his. He'll get his in the end. Glenn Beck had a nice little thing on this. It was very interesting. It's worth playing a clip of.
Yeah, now listen, again, I think it comes back to the language and the choice of terms. I don't think anyone, including the Clinton campaign, would object had Schuster said, well, she's going to work on behalf of her mom, or even pointed out the inconsistencies. You know, Chelsea was asked for an interview by a 9-year-old reporter earlier and turned him down. So I wouldn't say it's quite a double standard, but she's certainly acting in an adult capacity on behalf of the campaign. It's the pimp comment that's the problem, I think.
Stop with the language. It's driving me out of my mind. Did you see the Grammys this weekend? They had one of the guys, does anybody know who was the guy that was wearing the N-word shirt? It's, what's his name? Boz? Nas, Paz, Cause, whatever, wearing a t-shirt that had the N-word on it. It was the name of his CD or his song or whatever the hell it is. Double standard? You bet. I'm tired of the language police. It's a guy saying weird sort of pimping out. He didn't mean she was turning tricks. When are we gonna stop playing the victim card in America?
Well, never in politics, if that's what you're talking about.
That rocks. There you go.
That makes sense, even though he sounded really silly.
Isn't it Glenn Beck the guy that was just like doing the video about how he almost died in the hospital? Is he the one that was on? He had like this really bad hospital experience. Is that him? How about playing the victim role?
Oh, really?
Yeah. There was a blog he did or something where he was like all doped out and depressed. Or
yeah,
really.
Wow.
I don't know if he was doped out. I just made that up.
D-Rock, did he almost die?
Almost died? Were you nearby? You weren't nearby?
Oh,
all right.
Wow.
Good. So I just can't get enough of this Keith Olbermann, this douche.
What a tool the guy is.
He really, really is.
He wants to have that moment where he sees Bill and Hillary, and Bill goes, "That was so eloquent with you." However, does
Thank you so much for sticking up for my family and stuff. And oh, please, Mr. President, I would do that for anybody. It's just about the morality of the whole thing and the shut up. You're talking, first of all, if you were talking to the president, you're talking to a guy who did awful things with a cigar, an intern, and in the Oval Office. So saying pimping out.
Yeah. Look what you did to a 21-year-old.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, how old is Chelsea now? She's well over 21.
Yeah, that was someone's daughter.
That was someone's daughter. Right. And you're there with a cigar.
You want to talk about pimping out.
Ruining dresses and...
Take this, fatty.
Yeah. I mean, come on, what about her? Does he want to apologize? Is it dreadful and horrid? And
then it comes from Olbermann, who said pimping. Yeah. Said pimping in some commentary.
Pimping out.
Clinton's apology to Lewinsky was not nearly as groveling and sincere.
No.
As Olbermann's apology to the Clintons, and he didn't even say it.
No.
Right.
After his lying that he never did anything with her. I mean, come on. You're dealing with the Clintons here.
Let's go to Chris in Pennsylvania. Chris?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Jimmy's point. One of the reasons they didn't apologize to Petraeus is they didn't need Petraeus for an upcoming debate. Hillary's campaign was most emphatic that they're going to pull out of the next debate if these guys didn't apologize.
No, you're right. That was motivated by the fact they wanted her because the debate does get huge ratings on MSNBC.
Yeah.
Right. That's absolutely right.
Then pull out of the debate.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta stay strong as a network.
Let Obama just stand there.
Yeah, exactly. Your own guy used the freaking term pimping, and then you have him apologize. It's so ridiculous.
And how about when if you're so upset and appalled, Hillary was all upset and appalled and thought it was horrid. And how about if you become president and one of these savage nations wish death in horrible ways on you and your family? Because they do that. That's what they do. They make horrid comments about you and your family.
Right.
You're going to start crying and be insensitive and go to the UN and start going, hey, you said bad things about me and my family. No, you drop bombs.
Lots of them.
But do you believe that she would threaten to pull out of a presidential debate because somebody at the network used a phrase that she didn't like? I mean, do you believe this moron?
Jimmy, it goes deeper than that. I think she just doesn't understand how the youth of America talks. Like, she is clueless that this word pimping is being used all over the place. We had a couple high school teachers. They had to jump off the phone lines, but they're saying, "Look, the kids are using that term like it's the."
Yeah.
And she doesn't understand that. She really thinks pimping meant, get a pimp and
Turn her out.
She's going to be on a street corner somewhere with a lot of eyeshadow.
You got my money, bitch.
Right.
You got my money, bitch, because I'll smack your face. I'll slap it, I swear. You're coming up a little short there, honey.
I think
You're coming up a little short.
I think that
Bill with the big hat with the feather in it.
I think it's going to hurt her in the end, man. She doesn't understand how they're talking out there. Obama understands how they're talking out there. That's why the youth are following Obama. Very good.
I love that, man. God damn, all right. Yeah, you're a little short yesterday. I sure hope you're not short today. Yeah, damn right, ho. Big sunglasses. Gold-tipped cane. So you could smack her on the ass. Now that's pimping her out.
Yeah.
Go make me money. Shake that booty.
We took the David Schuster original comment about Chelsea being pimped out.
Mm-hmm.
We threw a few bleeps, beeps, whatever.
Yeah.
Into the audio, and it sounds a lot better.
Yeah.
Listen to that.
A lot more sexy.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen to that.
And, Bill, there's just something a little bit unseemly to me that Chelsea's out there celebrity saying my mom, and apparently she's also these super delegates.
Hey, she's for her mom. What's unseemly about that? I mean, during the last campaign, the Bush twins were out for their dad. I think it's great. I think she's grown up in a political family. She's got politics in her blood. She loves her mom. She thinks she'd make a great president.
But doesn't
Michelle
it seem like
Obama's
she's
out there for her husband. So,
but doesn't it seem like Chelsea's sort of being pimped out in some weird sort of way?
No, she's there. Listen, if she didn't want to, she wouldn't. I mean, give Chelsea a break. I think it's great. Again, Michelle Obama's out there for her husband. What's the big deal?
Yeah, but the beeps make it a little different.
I like that.
It sounds like she's having sex with a lot of people.
It sure does, Anthony. It sure does. All right.
Yeah, they just showed Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah.
I guess they're doing a performance for something.
Oh, boy.
And, who was it, Roy? Is he the one that got mauled?
Yep, Roy Horn.
He don't look too good still. Oh, did that tiger F him up? He still can't walk.
No?
No, he's like leaning on Siegfried.
Is that a new clip though?
Kind of looked new.
They're just ageless fruit.
He's not going to get much better.
They're like waxed fruit. They just sit on your coffee table and look the same in 40 years. A little dust on them.
Let's say hi to Roland in Kansas. Wow, Kansas checking in. What's up, Roland?
Not a whole lot, Opie. How you doing, man?
Good, man.
Hey, I just wanted to say if one of the other Clinton brother gets in office, maybe Keith Olbermann's trying to get a press secretary job, right?
You know what? He's Olbermann is he wants to be accepted he wants I think it was either Oprah Ann said it, but he wants Bill to walk up to him and go, "Thank you so much."
Yeah.
He wants to go, "Well, Mr. President," and have that eye to eye, that heart to heart, like the way when he groveled for Jesse
Just
Jackson.
doing my job because that's what I do. It ain't gonna happen.
Olbermann's a creep, and he's like a little washwoman.
Yep.
He's
like a little hen.
And he's a tattletale, too.
He really is. Behind the scenes, Reverend Jackson,
Yeah.
No one likes tattletales.
Girl, he's just constantly doing something behind the scenes. He's ratting people out behind the scenes.
Right.
And then he gets on and talks about it. I went behind the scenes and tattled.
That's real brave, considering you're on TV live every night. Why don't you speak your mind, then? Because you weren't sure that your job would be safe if you did that. Everyone saw right through that.
Yeah, you know what? When it came to Imus, he didn't come out and say something because he didn't know what the bosses were going to do.
That's exactly right, Jimmy.
And that little worm didn't want to say, what's the word? Step out of line.
Do we have that Olbermann clip? Because we're obsessed with it, and we keep referring to it. And I don't know if the listeners understand what we're saying here. But when the whole Imus thing was going on,
yeah,
this guy was behind closed doors with the big boss over at MSNBC. Being very vocal that this man needed to be fired.
Yeah.
But he's on TV every night, and he kept his mouth shut. And then when it was obvious Imus was done, fired, what have you, then he went on his TV show and just, told the nation what he was doing behind the scenes. That is a worm. That should get no respect.
But he didn't even just say it to the nation. He said it to Jeff while the Reverend Jackson was sitting there with his stupid wide. He looks like he'd been doing meth for 3 days with those stupid eyes. and he knelt down with his mouth open. He's like, Reverend Jackson, I was behind the scenes. I get it.
It's just the worst. We're trying to find the clip really fast. Let's say hi to Rob in Boston, listening on BCN. Rob, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
Hey, I know you read the Herald.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to check out page 2 today. It looks like a kid had a grapefruit embedded in his head. Like his entire right side of his face. It looks like either like a pineapple or a grapefruit is just about ready to bust on through.
Well, somebody better find that picture immediately. Thank you, Rob. We'll check it out. What's wrong with the little fella?
Some kind of malformation, but that's what it said in the article, and that's pretty damn obvious.
Yeah. All right, cool.
So, but the Herald's pretty accurate in its reporting anyway.
Yeah, of course they are. I mean, they're no better than the Post down here in New York. They're pretty much the same paper. Thank you, sir.
All right, guys, later.
Sure. All right. Can't find the clip, E-Rock? It's coming, actually, or are you just saying that? Because, there's a lot here.
E-Rock's been kind of getting beaten up a lot lately.
It's been thrown under the bus.
Exactly.
Just like his pal yesterday.
That guy was just doing an Eric impression. Laying there, not moving, with his chubby little face on the cement, with a bus on top of him.
I think something's going on, like the universe or something in E-Rock, because we beat the crap out of him, and then he goes about his regular life, and people are dying around him.
Well, his regular life is striking people dead.
Yeah, the angel of death.
Yes.
He's Damien. That's who he is.
Okay.
He's Damien from The Omen. Like, he walks around upset and crows peck people's eyes out.
I know we're running late here, but this is worth...
For you, E-Rock. It's all for you. Big buffet.
Yeah. Guy throws a ring ding out the window and hangs it.
This is worth replaying because we refer to it all the time, okay? When the whole Imus thing went down, this is why I completely hate Keith Olbermann. There was a time I actually did like him. I thought he did a great job on ESPN. And when he first started on MSNBC, he wasn't that bad. But something happened with this idiot. Something happened. I can't really put my finger on it. But this really sealed the deal for me when Imus was in all that trouble. And Imus was pretty much the star of MSNBC. Let's not forget. This is what Keith Olbermann actually said on his show.
Stipulating, sir, that I was one of those NBC employees who put it out to my bosses behind the scenes that this could not...
Behind the scenes.
This is what he said by pretty much the day after Imus was fired or let go from MSNBC. This guy has a show on TV every night. Right. Why didn't you say it then? Because you weren't sure if the bosses would be on your side with this whole commentary.
And he was talking to Jesse Jackson, or as I call him, old South Park eyes.
Right. Stipulating, sir, that I was one of those NBC employees who put it out to my bosses behind the scenes that this could not stand, that this change involving Don Imus had to be made. I can say that now. I respected my employers and did not say it until they reached this conclusion, which I applaud sincerely. Let me ask you again about the other people. Is someone like Rush Limbaugh, how have they kept their time slots? Will there be an increased effort to...
And now he wants to go after Rush Limbaugh? Well, you're just a douche. You'll get yours in the end.
Does anybody see what this jerk-off is doing?
He's such a jerk-off.
He's a jerk-off.
He's a goody two-shoes.
He really is just a jerk-off. Like, I was behind the scene. Like,
he wants to be a hall monitor.
You're a news... You're like, I don't know if he's a news anchor, but whatever you do.
Whatever it is, he does, yeah.
You sat behind because you didn't want to go against your bosses? That's the integrity you bring to your work, you coward?
And you want respect from your viewers? Ugh.
You want the bosses
either get them to contain themselves within the rounds of decency. Are they on the ropes? Are they on probation because of this?
There must be a renewed sensitivity and a broader public outcry. After all, this is the time about women, and that's why I'm glad Kim Gannon now stood up, because it's about mass misogynism. It's about that.
Mass misogynism.
And it's about
this guy is a blithering idiot.
He was going to run for president in 84.
With the airwaves, and those who are sponsors have some responsibility for what they're financing, what they're allowed to be conveyed across the airwaves.
I have no idea what
no one does.
No one ever knows what he's saying, yet he's revered. Just stop with the Jesse Jackson Google eyes.
All right, we got to take a break.
Stinks. Just stinks.
Stupid
He's
Overman.
awful.
Stupid
Puppet face.
Overman. Stupid Overman. Opie and Anthony. Go. We're back with the Opie and Anthony show. God, you try to eat between breaks. It's almost impossible.
I know.
We got so many live reads during the commercials. Can't get food down our throats.
These always make me want to hear the songs as rejoiners. I just want to hear Strutter.
Yeah.
Like Kiss.
Absolutely.
I keep waiting for the words to kick in so I can play to listen to the words.
It's Opie and Anthony. Hockey player dude is okay. He almost died though, huh?
Yeah. Got his throat cut with a skate. Teammate's skate.
How many people watched that video over and over again yesterday?
That's pretty sick.
And
pretty sick.
I was saying yesterday that it had to be the jugular, how it was bleeding out.
Yeah.
What was that other artery that is hard to pronounce?
Carotid artery.
Carotid, right.
Yeah.
The carotid artery was sliced almost completely in half. Or completely through, I should say. It was hanging by a thread.
What's the difference between the two? Anybody know? I have no idea.
The one...
one is the major pipeline up to your head. And the other one is a little branch off of it.
Carotid's a branch off?
The jugular is like... That pretty much feeds your head. That's
your head. Yeah.
That's the artery that feeds your head.
He lost 5 units of blood. They weren't sure at first if he would have a little brain damage from losing so much blood.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's going to be okay.
Can't put a tourniquet on your neck.
Will he play again?
That's kind of rough.
Richard Zednick. Yeah, I believe he's going to play again. I don't think he'll play again this year. I think you got to kind of sit out the rest of the year if you have something like that happening.
You'd think you'd put a neck guard on or something at this point. They'd figure something out. Because even happening a couple of times is too many.
Yeah.
You get out there and just go like, oh, I am not going to want to, I don't want this to happen.
Those skates are so freaking sharp, man.
Yeah.
You would think you would cover everything on your body.
Those players in the old days were crazy. They would just go out there with nothing.
Yeah.
Just their jerseys and skates.
I'm a huge hockey fan. What I just don't understand, you watch the old hockey games, and there's goalies without masks. Like, they couldn't figure that out. They couldn't figure out that maybe they should, like, cover the faces of the goalies.
Just going to take a nice slapper right to the face.
How stupid were our ancestors?
Pretty stupid.
They just couldn't figure that one out.
Did any of them ever get hit in the mouth with a puck? I'm sure it happened.
Oh, yeah. That's why you saw a lot of them with no teeth.
Yeah.
All of them had no teeth.
So you got that going on. In other news, well.
Oh, yes.
Baby girl has something to say.
Well, I just quickly looked up the difference between the jugular and the carotid.
Oh, is that why everyone's calling? To give us knowledge? We don't like knowledge.
What
knowledge
is it?
For queers.
That's right, Jimmy. I'm with you.
What is it, sir?
Well, the jugular is actually what brings deoxygenated blood back from the brain because it's a vein.
Oh.
Whereas the carotid is
the artery
what brings oxygen to the brain. So
it's just as important.
It is just. It's what you. If you put somebody in a sleeper hold, that's what you're cutting off the carotid artery.
Yeah. When's the pop quiz?
Ow.
So that feeds your head. Carotid feeds your head.
Yeah.
And then it goes up there and does what it does, and jugular feeds the body.
That's correct.
Thank you.
You'd think they would have the same name, but with vein or artery.
Yeah. Artery 1, artery 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Why does everything have to be named after somebody?
I know. Fred Carotid found it in 1050. Named it after him.
It's always some
1050.
Him and Bill Jugular used to go drinking together.
Yeah. It's always some dumb year too.
Oh.
And what I mean by dumb year, it's like 1050, like Jimmy said, or 1280 is a dumb year.
Gives me the heebie-jeebies.
If it doesn't start with like 1700 or 18 or 19, it's just a dumb year.
Yeah.
In 1060.
Right, 1607.
His appendix burst. Put a leech on him. That's good.
Yeah.
Superstitious idiots.
Our ancestors were as dumb as they come, man. Just dumb. How are we even here?
But I mean,
how did they even remember to feed us?
We kind of know the difference, like with like medical tech. It's amazing what they would try. He's got scurvy. Put a hat of rocks on him.
Hat of rocks.
They were just irrational.
Right. They were just
try anything. Just take a stab at it. It might work.
Yeah. I can't move below me legs. Push her head underwater. Count to 50. She's a witch. Good thinking.
That's great. How did we survive? The bug should have taken over by now.
Yep.
We were just stupid.
That's exactly. Here's another example. They thought that the plague traveled. We talked this the other day about through bad smell. So to fight the plague, they made perfume.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah. John, what's going on?
Put tulip bulbs between her toes. She has a brain tumor.
In modern medicine, do we have anything that irrational? I have cancer. Well, here's a little hair gel for you. What?
John, what's up?
Actually, it's Sean, but I just wonder if that's what happened to E-Rock. Did his jugular get split, and now the blood's just pooling up in his neck?
Oh, wow.
Oh, that...
I wouldn't mess with the angel of death if I was you, man.
One touch.
That's right.
Boo.
All right. No, it's a good line, but we're a little scared of the angel of death because he saw someone die yesterday. By the way, if you're just waking up, page 9 of the New York Post here in New York, an old guy got run over by a bus and a cab and a delivery guy on a bicycle and one of those.
What happened?
Yeah, E-Rock witnessed the whole thing, and he's got pictures that they don't have in the paper that I think we're putting up on our website. We can't promote. Thank you, sir. 1532, worst year ever. That's what Leadbelly says.
Why?
1502?
1532. I agree
32.
with him. That was just a weird
02
year.
was partying.
What happened in the year 1532, E-Rock? Can we Google that? I want to see if it was the worst year ever.
Is that the year of the day?
Huh?
Is that our new bit?
Yeah.
Year of the day.
Year of the day. Year of the day.
Year of the day. Year of the day. And then we tell you what happened in that stupid year.
I wasn't a fan of 1638 either.
I like 1638.
You did like
that was
1638?
good.
Why, Jimmy?
Because that's when the landing strip was first discovered.
Landing strip?
Yes, because explorers were getting lost looking for the good spot.
Ah, okay.
Where is
Makes
that little
perfect
man
sense.
in the boat?
We're trying to find out what happened in the year 1532.
Oh, it's action.
Just a horrible
Action
year.
pack. Maybe something to do with the Magna Carta.
Awful document.
No, of course not. I
right,
just
here we
like
go.
saying Magna Carta.
Yeah, here we go. Francisco Pizarro lands on the northern coast of Peru.
Oh, that's unimportant.
And Sir Thomas More resigns as Lord Chancellor of England.
All you had to do back then to be famous was take a boat and hit some land.
Yeah, that's it.
You just leave where you were born, take a boat, and go somewhere else, and you're famous.
Here you go. Civil War in Inca Empire begins. See? 1532 was just an awful year.
I've discovered a foreign land. It's a beach. There's people on it. I'm claiming it for England.
Right.
But you can't. People already live there.
No. It's ours now.
Coney Island.
Yeah, I love the fact that Columbus just ignored that there were people already living where he discovered.
Well, when you build ships and you go across the Atlantic like that, and you come from a culture and society where they're building things, and then you come here to the United States and you have what amounts to savages running around.
Sure.
You're going to pretty much go, we're taking this.
Yeah.
We're taking it. It's like, I always say, it's like the beginning of Monopoly. Back then, you just buy. I'll take that. That's what it was back then. And then we kind of evened it out where, occasionally some country will go in somewhere else and take it. But for the most part, we're all divvied up right now.
Yeah.
But then it was, time to divvy it up. You just grab what you could.
Yeah, but we're going to start doing that with the planets out there.
Is that your latest theory?
Yeah, we're going to have we're going to be kind of,
Planet grab?
Yeah, planet grab.
Didn't they make some kind of treaty that says you can't claim the moon or planets?
Really?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, stop me.
If you get there.
Stop me.
It's pretty much, if you can't get there, you can't do it. But the second you could get there,
it's yours.
Planning a trip.
Who else is distracted by these supermodels? Oh, my God. The Sports Illustrated thing is coming out, right? I think we got one of these fine young ladies coming in.
Really?
Later this week, I believe. Yeah, I think we booked one of them. Oh my God!
They're all strutting around.
Supermodels in bikinis on Squawk Box.
Yeah, what's Squawk Box doing?
Redundant.
That's not.
Look at this. They have so much stuff on TV. Like, we're looking at the models.
Yeah.
And it says coming up, supermodels in bikinis, and under it, it's got the ticker. Literally a quarter of the screen is gone with just garbage.
Yeah, this temperature in Paris.
Frankfurt is, they're going to go up to 46 degrees today. Who gives a crap?
They just have to make it look like you're missing something if you're not looking at that scroll
Constantly.
screen. It's nonstop. Nobody needs it.
You ever look at the scroll so long that when you turn away, everything seems to be moving in the opposite direction of the scroll? Yeah. That's when you know you've been watching the news too long.
Never.
I've never looked at the scroll.
No.
There's nothing there.
Scroll, 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 scroll. It's all I ever look at. Scroll, scroll. How did you make out yesterday without your BlackBerry, Steve?
I made out just fine.
Did
I
you?
had so many phones.
Okay. It didn't matter. See, the BlackBerry service went out yesterday, and it was very traumatic for a lot of people. I was reading some stuff, and people very upset. One guy was almost having a nervous breakdown on the train, saying that it interfered with his entire life. With the contact and communications with his wife, his kids. Really? He couldn't get any work done. He was losing his mind.
Did the guy forget that there was a time in his life where he had to find a payphone?
You get a payphone and go, "Hi, honey. Be home later."
Just relax. When this stuff goes out, it's for a few hours tops.
What the hell would we do in a country where maybe through war or something else, we lose all this technology? We have to step backwards, even 20 years. I'm not talking like, we got to go back, 100 years where we're riding horses and stuff like that. 20 years.
The world would be destroyed.
We would be out of our minds like cave people.
Mm-hmm.
No computer at home.
Yeah.
No BlackBerries, no
communication.
No
whatsoever.
cell phones.
Yeah, how did people used to meet before
No
the
navigation
internet?
systems in the cars.
How did people meet before the internet?
I have no idea.
We lived through that, and I don't even remember.
With radio shows.
Yeah.
Everyone needed a radio show or something. No clue.
Carlin had a great bit about how if you want to drive people back into savagery, just remove electricity.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It would shut down everything.
It would take a day, too, by the way. It would be instant.
You think it would be complete anarchy, people killing each other?
Oh, yeah, we would be cavemen immediately.
There's no way to communicate.
You know when they had the blackouts every once in a while here in Manhattan?
Yeah.
They get the lights on just in time.
Mm-hmm.
You could just feel it.
And there's such a huge police presence, but that would be gone if there was no electricity.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You just kind of lose all electricity. Wow, that would be
because the
pretty
policemen,
wild.
they're human, too. After a
welcome
day
that.
or two of no communication, electricity, they're starting to think, look what I could get. There's a lot of free stuff around. We got to take a break because we went a little late talking about that douche, Keith Olbermann. We got Nick DiPaolo coming in. Yes. Very cool. And we go to break with an Oscar moment.
The Opie and Anthony Show presents Oscar Moments, memorable scenes from Academy Award-nominated films. Today's Oscar moment comes from No Country for Old Men.
Well, look, I need to know where I stand to win.
Everything.
How's that?
You stand to win everything. Call it.
All right, heads in.
Well done. Don't put it in your pocket.
Sir?
Don't put it in your pocket. It's your lucky quarter.
Stay tuned for more Oscar moments, presented by the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hey, good morning. Opie and Anthony on your radio dial. Got Nick DiPaolo in studio.
Hi, fellas.
Regatta this weekend.
Regatta this weekend.
Nice.
Ooh. Yeah.
Very nice. And Nick came in here, and we were just talking about like guys almost dying on the ice.
Yeah.
Because we're all looking at that freaking video from yesterday. Oh. Amazing. And you were talking about the goalie, the Sabres goalie.
Yeah. Andrew Chuck or Howard Chuck, I can't remember, but
somebody Chuck.
That was the. And they said the only reason he lived is the emergency room in the rink was at the same end of the rink he was at.
Wow.
They said it was literally seconds. You think they might put on a couple turtlenecks or something?
Yeah, something. Protect your neck.
Yeah, that cardboard thing that comes in a new shirts. Leave that in there.
Leave it in the collar.
I got a nephew. He plays youth hockey, and you got to wear, you got to protect your neck. But for some reason, the NHL guys, they didn't learn the lesson when the Chuck guy from the Sabres almost bled out.
They got like wife beaters on, Yeah, that'll protect me.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, we've all been cut before, but can you imagine getting cut like he did yesterday or 2 days ago, knowing you have 10 minutes to live, unless someone knows what the hell they're doing.
No, I just... What do you do there? I'm just...
Because there's more info coming
out.
That artery was hanging by a thread, so it's pretty much cut right through.
Oh.
So how do they save this guy's life?
Needle and thread.
Like, what do
really
they
quick.
do? Like in the locker room, what do they do? Did they clamp it off or something?
They have to. But what's creepy is one of the guys that saved them helped save the Buffalo Bills football player who broke his neck.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Good guy in a crisis.
This guy really.
Yeah.
Either that or he's just bad luck. Where he goes, somebody's a
Look
serious
at that blood just spray on the ice.
Let me see.
It's amazing how that.
Yeah, it's Zednik, obviously. We know that. What's weird is he's falling forward, and the blood still hits the ice before he does.
Look at that.
Instant.
And then the blood sprays.
Oh, goodness.
And he's going to be all right.
That's just one pump of blood, too. And I was saying yesterday, he's playing hockey, so you know his heart was just going,
Exactly.
just pumping it out.
That makes it worse. If you're an athlete in good shape, you're better off being a fat bastard. You know?
Yeah, with your heart's
with the
beating
cholesterol
19,
problem.
19 beats per minute.
With steak fat caught in that artery.
It's just bubbling out slowly.
It's like a self-sealing tire.
Yeah, right.
It's got that crap in it.
Right.
Yeah, if that was Dick Cheney, would have seen like 3 pieces of pork fly on the ice. Motor oil and...
right on, man.
That has to scare the... Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You could tell the guy was all shaken up. He grabbed his neck, and then you start skating over to the side, and you're probably thinking, well, that's it.
Hockey's brutal for that. I mean,
yeah.
I played I messed around in high school. I went out for JVs. I played like football and baseball. Just to stay in shape, I played a year of JV hockey. During tryouts, I got a goalie stick in the face. Supposed to have my helmet on. I went out without even forgetting. I was like nervous. I was like, I could go with a goalie stick. And then we scrimmaged the teachers after school once. And this is like my freshman year, just messing around. My teacher, my metal shop teacher, accidentally caught me with a stick. And I'm skating around, and I look over, and there's all these kids in the bleachers going like this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I saw my reflection in the glass. I was just covered. Because when you cut your head, it just gushes.
Over.
And it was right on the hairline.
Yeah, the wrestlers learned that lesson a while ago.
Yeah.
Makes it look really bad.
You want to talk about embarrassing?
Again, Jimmy.
I got my head split open. Well, this is douchey. And I was trying to catch a baseball, and I was such a girl. It shot right. It was a pop fly, and it went right past my glove and bounced off my face.
Did it go... Make that sound, that Three Stooges knock sound?
It split my head, and I lifted my hat, and blood rushed down my face. So I walked home, and I'm laying on my bathroom floor, and the ambulance came. And I was like a little woozy, so they're putting me on the stretcher, and I said to the people, "Pray for me."
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I just remembered that when Nick said the
doctor's like, I would, but I'm Jewish.
Pray for me.
Like I just got shot in a gun battle.
What did you mean?
I don't know. That I thought I was dying, and that we should all get together and just I don't know.
From a baseball hitting your head?
I know, a pop fly. It wasn't like it was a zombie
liner to the throat.
It was a Rod Carew blooper to split my little faggoty head open.
Texas Leaguer.
That's
you really bleed when the head.
Pray for me.
I want to get to Jeff in North Carolina.
Great.
Jeff, what's up?
Hey, Pat, little Jimmy, how you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know how crazy these old timers are. I know you were talking about it. My grandfather was a semi-pro goaltender back in his youth, and he didn't wear a helmet in goal. And he said, when I asked him why, he said, if you can't get your head out of the way in the puck, you got no business being in the net in the first place. So
yeah, we were talking about goaltenders without the
Gump Worsley was the last one. You remember?
Really?
This is how old I am. Gump Worsley? You remember Minnesota North Stars?
No.
He had a face like Shemp from the Stooges.
and everyone else was wearing the goalie mask and he refused because he's like, look, I'm the last one.
Yes!
What
I was like 10 years old, I remember. Him not having them.
Wow. That's crazy.
That really is crazy.
You should pull him up if you Google him. I bet you have a picture of his scarred face.
How do you sit there and let him just fire pucks at your face?
Yeah, exactly.
Insane. Let's go to Lake Placid. This must be about hockey. And Chris, what's up?
Hey, how's it going today, fellas?
Yeah, what's up, Chris?
Well, no, there was some good crying audio of Clint Malarchuk the day after he got, or
Malarchuk,
after he got kicked in the throat.
Okay, we got to find the crying audio. We love crying audio on this show.
He was pretty busted up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
right. That's his name, Malarchuk.
Malarchuk.
I think he's a heavy
Chuck or whatever,
drinker
yeah.
now.
Opie,
Wouldn't
can
you
I
be?
ask you another question?
Yeah.
How the hell do you go to a North Carolina call for hockey before Lake Placid, New York?
And you know,
Oh, boy.
you're right, too, because you were both on the line at the same time.
Oh, you're killing me.
I could hear the hockey in your voice.
And keep your nephew in it, man. It's a great game. Keep him in it.
Yeah, he's pretty good, too. He's
Look at
all
this
right.
hockey head.
Yeah, but you know what? People coming from Long Island are not going to make the NHL. I'm sorry.
I
No?
don't know, though. There's a lot of puck down there, man.
Yeah. All right.
A lot of puck, did he?
A lot of puck.
A lot of puck.
This guy is all about hockey.
Jesus, is he
Just
ever?
all about hockey. Keep that kid in the game. It's a good game.
Now, my
You
nephew,
get your throat slit. It's wonderful.
my nephew plays 3 or 4 sports, and I don't know if it's going to be hockey, because I lived in Buffalo. They have an advantage up there. They're playing on frozen lakes all over the place. On Long Island, you got to rent a rink at 4 in the morning to try to
That's
try to
exactly
practice.
right.
That's why you don't see a lot of Long Islanders making the NHL. What's wrong, Jimmy?
I'm looking at the guy who the S&M guy who almost died.
Yeah.
I'm just reading about what he enjoed. I just don't know how you enjoy that.
Well, the story,
And they're coming from you. That's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. I want to send shivers through me when you said that.
get everyone on board, Jimmy. This story happened over the weekend. This guy, I think he's from Quebec or something like that, Canada, and he comes down to New York, and he's a regular at the S&M Club.
He's they said the idea is it was Richard Benjamin, which is also an actor.
Oh, yeah.
Richard Benjamin.
Benjamin, yeah, is that
For
right?
him.
Every bad movie, like Simon, all those movies from the 80s.
Goodbye, Columbus.
Yeah,
Seeing that
He
one.
made Gutenberg look like Marlon Brando.
He really was a fool.
What a chooch.
And he was 67, married for many years. He retired after 30 years, math professor. And his wife had no idea, but they said he was in an S&M contraption. And this is what it was. The ex-professor, whose hands were bound behind him, had a leather collar around his neck that was attached to a rope secured to a hook on the ceiling. He was wearing nipple clamps, and his feet were in women's high heels. And I'm like, look, I'm a filth bag, but how do you finally get that and go, all right, here, this is exactly where I missed it.
Perfect.
It's a weird...
The most painful part of that is the women's high heels.
Yeah, that's a weird combination of things.
I know. I'd like an executioner's hat and stole.
Right, right.
He began choking when one of his feet slipped out of the tall shoe. How do you tell your adult son that? What happened, Dad? Well, when I was being tied up, I slipped out of the lady's footwear. And,
So this guy was precariously perched on high heels in a way where if he wasn't, he would be choking. And then he falls out of one of the heels, and that's just enough to get him choking.
Yeah, you mean he hanged? Is he dead?
No, he's alive, but he's in some kind of a...
I think he's starting to talk, Jimmy.
Oh, did he?
I think the update is he's talking. I
It's
heard
like,
he's feeling better and may have identified himself.
That's like Tuco at the end of Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Just standing on the cross there. Blondie! My high heel, Blondie!
I never understood that S&M thing. Never got it.
We got into it yesterday. We were trying to understand that whole thing.
Never. When we've had dominatrix come in and they try to pull that crap, they have the crop and they're like, bend over, you. And I go, no.
You've been a bad boy.
I'm not going to do that. And then they move on to somebody else because I find no pleasure in this dominating woman. You know, I spent time with my mother until I was like 18. Why do I want to have a dominating woman that's now going to be there for my sexual favors?
The whole S&M thing, they always go, there's a fine line between pain and pleasure. Yeah, I'm always confusing, stubbing my toe with a hand job. I don't know if I can say that.
That's okay. That's all right. Somebody heard it.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
This is what happened. What a weirdo. She said she would check on him every 20 minutes. He would just hang there alone in the room for hours.
Roast?
For hours.
She would a roast.
I'll check on him. I'll baste you every 20 minutes. What is he?
Just set it and forget it. Ron Popeil in the room.
What do you think about?
But he didn't even want her in the room. Like 20 minutes, she'd come in.
No, it wasn't
He
about...
would just hang there and do what?
I don't know. Feel stupid, hopefully.
And think about the election.
After a while, you just got to see. Yeah.
What are you thinking about?
The win.
Right.
Who's going to get those super delegates?
Yeah. I really should start working out at the
nipple
gym.
clip is coming off.
Right.
Hello. It's been 20.
Yeah, what do you think about?
I don't know.
Like,
how good do you need to feel?
That's just shame. You absolutely have to just want shame because you're not even distracted by the woman being in there anymore.
I disagree with you because the shame part, wouldn't that be if someone was watching this whole scene? But if you're doing it alone, where's the shame come in?
I don't know. I think the woman makes a distraction. I think she's like part of the game.
I think the shame comes in when the story comes out in the Post.
Yeah, it's probably when the most shame comes in.
And they mention you by name and what you did for a living, and your neighbor's like, oh.
Let's say hi to Doug. What's up, Doug?
Yeah, hey, during the worst of hour today, you should play Opie making the Dom cry.
Yeah, Ron and Fez were doing this fine radio show, and they had a dominatrix come in, and and she was trying to do all that stuff Anthony was talking about, like, you've been a bad boy, bend over and take your spanking, and I'm just like, ugh. And to make a long story short, I got her to cry and run out of the studio.
Yeah,
did you?
In tears, yes.
What did you do?
He told her she looked like Joey Ramone, and she did. She really did. She must have heard it, like, all the time.
She was a dominatrix?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're all tough and stuff.
Yeah.
See, that's how women are. You go, you can make them cry just like even the dominatrix.
She does all this.
Right. Yeah, you look like you're ugly.
She does all this.
I don't need this. Hey, come back. You forgot your crop, tough guy.
Yeah, she does all this horrific stuff, and that's what got her.
Yeah, all that nipple clamps and
I love it.
It all goes out the window.
Ugly.
They just become the little girls.
You've been a bad boy. Rock and roll high school.
Gabba, hey. Start crying.
Let's say hi to Paul on Long Island. Paul, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
I just wanted to say it wasn't the shame of hanging there. It was that he could have the fear of hanging himself if he's precariously perched, as Anthony so pointed out, on the high heels. Then it was that fear and anticipation of hanging himself that got him off.
But I mean, but that's a weird. I'm a pervert, and I don't understand that. Like, I understand like liking exotic things, but to like, ooh, I'm almost gonna hang myself.
Yeah, I'm almost dead.
What is it with the choking and the sex? Is a connection, you know? Because that's what the young kids do today.
Yeah. Oh, the kids.
I always used to choke girls when I was having sex with them, but it wasn't, you know.
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
They weren't asking for it.
Crapshoot. Some like it, some don't.
Spilled wine on my rug.
I don't get it.
Nothing worse than a dominatrix that can't read you, because I've seen enough of it. I'm a fetish guy. I'm not a submissive. But when you're like...
Glad you cleared that up, Jimmy.
Well, there's a big difference, though, because I would walk in and go, hello, slave. Like, oh, shut up. Just use me as a toilet and move on.
Use me.
You see through Jimmy sees through their bad acting.
Oh, it's
hello,
horrendous.
slave.
And in an Ed Wood movie,
Right.
oh no, Tor Johnson's going to spank me. Shut up, awful. Hello, slave.
A big man would spank him like that.
He would have trouble going through a door like that with high heels.
I like to wear women's clothing.
Hello, slave.
Oh,
God.
one said that to me.
I would
Hello,
laugh.
slave.
I would openly laugh.
Would you want to lick my boots? And I was licking her boots going, this sucks. I'm not into boots.
Licking her
The
boots.
side of them. I would never lick the bottom, but licking the side.
Oh,
yeah.
who does
I'm
that,
bad,
though?
mistress. You got me. Ooh.
What the? Call me a traditionalist. I like having certain parts touched. Repeat.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
stuff like that. I don't need kissing boots or being whipped.
Here, chew on my handbag. What? The hell is that? Exactly.
Nothing worse than a dominatrix to me. It's not sexy.
I don't get it.
I've never seen a good-looking one. They're always these haggard kind of, you know, a little too old, a little too witchy-poo looking. And then they got to cover that up by being the tough guy, always in charge.
I used to see one. I've seen a couple over the years who are, wow. And I mean, smoking. Really good. But most of them are awful. But there's a few that are, when they're good, they're really good. But when they're horrible, they're brutal.
I don't know.
With that old friggin', they look like Dean Wormer's wife dressed up with a big pointy bra and those stockings, you know, that just smell.
Oh, perfect reference.
Wait, something's going on with Jimmy.
Years ago, I went to see one. I saw in the back of the New York Press. It was, have you been a bad boy? And her name was Miss Park.
Oh, God,
Miss
a
Park.
sexy name.
And she was going to spank me. And I went to her, and I forget where she was. And I walk in, and it was an old lady. She was an old lady with glasses. And I felt so stupid. And so she started spanking me and trying to talk dirty about, like, you've been bad. head, and she's like, "Look at how big that thing is," and it was like an acorn. I was so not turned on, and then she gives me baby oil, which is the worst to use.
She's talking dirty, and she's an old lady. What's she talking about, like the Truman administration?
Dude,
weren't they the worst?
Honest to God, we were talking about something, and she mentioned Reagan. I don't remember what it was, but
wow,
I swear to you, the words
as an
Ronald
old
Reagan.
lover,
the trickle down effect.
And that's Miss Park, and I had to go see my girlfriend and her friend at the time, and I just kind of stopped. I'm like, I can't do
Think
this.
she's still alive, Deborah?
I hope not. She was a terrible dumb naughty boy.
This is really good talk, and phones are just nothing. No one wants to be involved with this.
I never did that. I don't know.
Right? No one wants in on this one. Oh, they know the number 877-212-08. They want to keep it to themselves.
Oh, it's hilarious. Yeah.
And Harry's a little confused. He goes, "We get it, Opie. Anything other than a BJ? Could you say that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Or straight vanilla sex is yucky." That's not what I'm
Who
saying.
said that?
That's what I'm saying.
that.
And I was the one saying I kind of like,
I just don't understand the whole S&M thing. That's all.
Yeah.
And no one can explain it to me. I don't get it.
It's a chance to be like the girls that are most submissive are the ones that are like powerful women. Like I think a lot of times people want sex to be where they can really let go. Like a lot of cops and judges are big submissive because they're powerful all day, and that's the same
Really?
with- yeah.
I don't see the turn on him
Yeah.
being somebody telling me what to do. It must be
No.
the Italian guy.
yeah.
Shut your mouth.
Shut up. Now clean it up.
That's right. Hanging high heels, just like your father.
I don't see the connection there.
No.
You know? Your girlfriend busts your balls, your wife, you get turned on? No, shut up.
Shut up.
We're trying to get the girl on the phone. That was part of this whole thing at the Nutcracker Suite. So we'll see what happens. She's not going to come on. Hey, why don't we take a break now? The phones are, see?
Yeah, there they
Are
go.
lit,
No,
so-
they didn't know they could call about this.
All right, well, we'll talk to them next on the Opie and Anthony Show. We got Nick DiPaolo. He's playing Brigada this weekend. One show, Nick? What do you got? A couple shows?
One show.
One
At,
biggie?
What
yeah,
night?
one Saturday night.
Saturday nights. Are you doing the music box?
I don't know.
It's a great
It's
room.
with Artie Lang.
So
So,
you might be,
I'm sure it's the big
if you're
room.
doing with Artie, you're probably doing the event center, which is if they're not sold out, they will be because that bastard sells a lot of tickets.
And can you go to nickdip.com if you want to hear my radio
Yes.
show?
Yes.
NickDip.com.
And I'll be in San Francisco Friday, Saturday, Sunday for the holiday weekend at Cobb's Comedy.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Black History Month, and we're doing a little something with the Black History Month. We have another honoree today.
Yeah, we're honoring people that aren't usually in the limelight during Black History Month. We always hear about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, the Peanut Guy, but this is always about the Peanut Guy. Growing up, especially, I think they've done a little more in history in schools now than when I was growing up. But me, it was only the Peanut Guy.
Carver, whatever.
They were so proud of George Washington Carver and his peanuts.
You know, one of the blacks don't like Jews. The Jews get E equals MC squared and electricity. But you guys, we would have jelly with nothing on it if it weren't for you. No, thanks.
Hey, I got to squeeze this in. Big A and Sam are going to the NBC Knight Rider. Premiere at the Playboy Mansion tonight? Those lucky bastards.
That's
Someone had
tonight,
to write
huh?
that. Those lucky bastards. For a recap of their mansion experience, tune into this show, Friday morning. Don't miss the Knight Rider movie event, Sunday, February 17th on NBC.
Big A at the Playboy Mansion.
We'll see what
that I can't even fathom.
He's going to be a disgusting,
What's going to happen?
sweaty
I
ass.
hope they find him dead in the grotto, just floating.
With just hair with blood in the follicles in his hand.
Big
And
A.
one of Hef's girls missing.
Just some girl sobbing with a piece of her scalp torn out. He tried to pet me. He kept calling for George.
Big A is a ghoul.
Oh, he's
I was supposed to be Miss May.
There's a breast missing, and he's just chewing, staring vacantly at the space. What happened? Frightened big
Shut up.
rhino.
Oh, he's the worst. Is Big A coming in Friday to talk about it? He's got to be here live. You got to get him in studio for this. All right, more with Nick DiPaolo. Black History Month. Here's today's honoree.
In honor of Black History Month, the Opie and Anthony Show is honoring black heroes, African American individuals throughout history, without whom this country would not be the melting pot it is today. Today we honor the late Scatman Crothers, songwriter, composer, actor, comedian, guitarist, star of stage, screen, television, and of course, The Shining.
Hello? Anybody here?
Stay tuned for more icons of black history.
You like ice cream, Doc?
On the Opie and Anthony Show.
We're back. Opie and Anthony, Nick DiPaolo playing the Brigada this weekend with Artie Lang. We're promoting an Artie Lang date. Are we insane?
Twice now. So weird.
You know how much they hate us over there? Well, we don't play that game. Whatever, man.
I'm sorry.
Jimmy does gigs with Artie Lang. Nick DiPaolo's doing gigs with Artie Lang.
We're doing a benefit together. We've never actually done like a paid gig together. We did one benefit for something at the Stress Factory a couple years ago. We did the Dennis Leary Cam Neely Foundation thing in Boston, and we're doing the Jerry Red Wilson benefit.
Oh, that's right.
March 5th here at Town Hall.
Look at you charitable bastard.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Artie, it's myself, it's I think Louis C.K. You on that?
Yeah, I'm doing it too.
Oh, Nick's on. Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be basically just a vomit-inducing, caustic show. Assiduous, a very assiduous show.
I went one year. It was great.
Yeah, it's always.
It was a great lineup, and everyone just killed stuff.
And I got to say right now, if this
What
quote
is
is
going on,
accurate,
Jimmy?
I was quoted in Sports Illustrated. They asked for a quote about the Daytona 500,
Mm-hmm.
and I wrote basically that I had no idea about it. And I and if this is the quote they attributed to me, I'm going to find who did this, and I'm going to set their office on fire in 10 minutes. I'm going to burn them alive. This is the quote they
That
attributed.
sounds illegal, Jimmy.
Oh, I don't know.
You could get in
Nick,
a bit of
I kid because I love. I say that to
get
the
in
audience.
Dutch.
Whenever I pick on someone in the audience, I say I kid because I love, and I wave at him like, oh, pshaw, he gets it.
What publication is this in?
It's on SportsIllustrated.com.
That's not a biggie.
Do you know there's probably 5,000 people a month that go to perhaps more than that, Jim. And I like the picture they used of me. It makes me look like a real player. I'm standing there in an ill-fitting suit with Jessica Drake, so it kind of looks like I have a hot chick with me. But it says, this is the quote.
No, I don't think anyone confused that, actually.
I'm sure they didn't. Jimmy Johnson. I had said something about how I don't know. I kind of picked Jimmy Johnson because he's the only name I recognize, and we've interviewed him, and he's nice.
Great guy.
Yeah. And I made a joke about how I didn't know, I tied him with the football coach. I didn't know who he was. I didn't say it was an award winner. I didn't say it was Woody Allen's Moose Bit. But it wasn't what they gave me. This is the quote. Jimmy Johnson, because nice guys can finish first.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Can I say that?
You understand.
Okay, terrific.
I wouldn't have given that quote if it was just him and Hitler racing together. Because nice guys can finish first. Muggy face. Wow. What a
nice
good comedian
guys
this
can
guy
finish
is.
first. Because there's that saying, nice guys finish last. But you kind of twisted it around.
If they edited my quote like that.
Sound like
Did
a
you say
douche.
anything like that?
Yeah.
No, I said, and I can't remember exactly. It was something along the line. Again, sports. So something about the thing. The only name I know is Jimmy Johnson. We've interviewed him. He's a nice guy.
Okay, there's the nice guy
But
part.
it wasn't. That wasn't the joke. And they knew
He
it.
finishes races. Finished.
Yeah.
They just took a bunch of clips of it and pieced it together.
I
to make you sound like a douche.
A total.
Let's hang in there, Jimmy. By the way, Jimmy Johnson doesn't call our show anymore ever since he started winning like crazy. We used to have the guy on all the time.
He's terrific.
He's
I don't
a
care about
nice
that
guy.
stupid race. Big deal at the circle. We get it. You're arriving.
All right, we got Patrick from New York. Getting back to that S&M thing. What's up, Patrick?
Hey, Opie Anthony. I've been listening for a long time.
Quack, quack. Thanks.
Got a interesting story here for you.
All right, take your time. No rush.
Yeah, just.
Oh, wow.
Letting it build.
Do you understand you're a bad caller?
Yes, I understand.
Yeah, okay. As long as you know.
He's hanging from his nipples, as he calls it.
You would be better
High
as
heels.
you would be better as just a listener to this show.
Yeah, maybe you're not up to caller yet.
Yeah, there's people that make it up to caller status.
You got to advance.
And then some of those people make it in to be in studio people.
You have to level up.
Yeah,
it's like a video game.
All right, let's go. Save your phone call. Let's go, Patrick. Come on.
Got a friend of mine here. She claims to be this great dominatrix. Okay? So far, she's had two very interesting clients that I've heard of. One, the guy wanted her to stick her arm up his ass as far as.
Yeah. Well. All right. See, again, let me just point out how bad of a caller you are, sir. You do realize that we're on the radio?
Yeah.
And the thing you just said, you do realize that it is against FCC rules to describe something like that in such graphic detail, don't you?
I thought it was along the lines of vulgarities, as in like curses.
Stop.
And stuff.
Oh my God! Do you think if it was just curses that we couldn't work our way around and talk about anything with arms and places on people's bodies and things like that in just graphic detail? You don't understand, do you?
You're frustrating. I want to take my fist and I want to
jam it down your throat.
Right.
So he wanted the dominatrix basically to do this. He wanted to kind of hang out, and he wanted her to pretend that she was birthing a cow.
Right.
Basically.
Well put, Jimmy.
Make him a living stock puppet.
Okay.
Living
or how about you don't add in stuff after we say something, because I don't trust you to to do it properly.
That's right.
We don't need you to punctuate. We take care of everything.
I apologize.
Okay. Now let's see, with what you've learned, you said there were a couple of things, right?
Yes.
Okay, give us one more thing now. With what you've learned, let's see if you can do this properly. Go ahead. You're on.
Okay. The second one is that she had a gentleman of the Jewish persuasion.
A Jewish guy. You can say that. He dolls up when he doesn't have to.
How much?
Non-female specimen guy.
He was driving, I guess, an automobile.
She had an accountant.
Okay, go ahead.
She had him, he had her dress up as a stormtrooper a la World War II and beat the ever-living crap out of him.
I just thought of something.
Oh, okay. So a Jewish guy would have somebody dress like a Nazi and then beat him up.
Yeah. And,
all right.
Well, I don't know if branding was involved, but I hear tales.
Thank you, Patrick.
Again, let me tell you something. You probably the worst caller of, I'll give him
the decade.
The year. No, I'll give him the year because it's early in the year. But, sir, you are in the running for worst caller of the year. Thanks.
Okay.
Yes.
An ass.
You're a boob.
All right, thank you, Patrick. Patrick's trying. Thank you, buddy. Hey, why don't we...
He's all red and hot right now as he hangs the phone up. Oh, I made an ass of myself.
Scalp is
That
tingling.
guy can spin a yarn, can he?
Yeah.
It really was. 40-minute pause and then right into something we dump out of.
Hey, good news, by the way. We found someone that is actually endorsing Hillary Clinton, finally.
Oh,
good.
Big celeb.
Who's endorsing Obama at this point?
Everybody.
A lot of people, right?
All the actors and all the guilty white people and all the black people.
Right.
Now Hispanics have just jumped on board.
Yeah, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's over, Johnny.
It's over. He's going to be the Democratic nominee.
Well, he's got a ton of experience. I can see why everyone's swarming to him. Jesus,
yeah, it's not a cult of personality
and
thing.
again, it's not a racial. Seriously, smart guy and stuff, but really.
It's not
Can
racial,
we cut the
no.
crapola? Seriously. Guy, what's his foreign policy? He played Risk in high school twice. Dink. I'm voting for him because I want a black guy to give me change, finally. I might have used that last time I was here, I'm not sure, but I love that joke.
I think you used it at a different time, so it works. Trust me. New audience right now. They're hearing it for the first time now. We're not, but they are.
I want
so,
to,
who do you think's endorsing Hillary? This is way out there.
A celebrity? Obviously.
You want to play 3 questions? Okay, celebrity.
and they're of the Latin persuasion.
Nope.
Ooh.
Television or movies?
Neither. Neither, for the most part.
Oh, boy.
A celebrity going for the black guy over the woman.
Must be a stand-up comic.
I mean, a little movie, but...
Little movie.
Barely.
Oh, boy.
Don't pay attention to movie or TV.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yet a celebrity.
Yet a
That's
celebrity.
interesting.
Radio?
Some type of astronaut.
Buzz Aldrin. Michael Collins.
I'll give you this
Look at
much.
the dark side, and it just affected him while they were on the moon.
I'll give you this much. Huge black celebrity.
Oh.
Huge black
The
celebrity.
guy from the Green Mile? I didn't understand your context of the word.
Colin Ferguson.
Not big in film or TV, black.
Singer. 50 Cent.
Jimmy, are you cheating?
No.
Is that right? Because he already endorsed Hillary
Well, this...
on the news, like in his truck.
And maybe we're a day behind.
No, last week he did.
No, I don't.
Are you saying he's endorsing Hillary or Obama?
Was it last week?
Oh, who are we talking about? Obama or Hillary?
No, Hillary.
Oh, he is endorsing
50
Hillary.
Cent is endorsing Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't think this was last week, was it?
Yeah, they showed him.
Oh, boy,
showed
we're
him in his
behind.
truck.
Wow.
Well, let's find out why.
I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why before you even play it.
And that's what he said.
Let me tell you why before you even play it.
Okay.
Because he feels if a black guy becomes president, he can't do that whole against the man, downtrodden thing because the black guy's the president, for God's sake.
Oh, yeah.
Every bit of I can't do this because I'm a black man in a white society gets thrown out the window the second he takes the oath of office.
Well, Anthony, and like real street guys like 50 Cent, they don't want white people having a hand in making this guy huge.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
True. Yeah,
the real street, fellas.
Yeah.
I mean,
let's find out why.
Fitty.
Why Hillary? I just think she could do a good job. Really? Yeah. I mean, Obama, ain't nothing bad about Obama in my eyes either, but I just think Hillary would be my choice.
Well, Mr. Cent, thank you for the ride.
And I'm not sure America's ready to have a black president.
Really?
I think they might kill him.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, they might kill him. That's why he won in Iowa by 20 points. Jesus.
In Iowa.
Can we let go of that?
Iowa. He just won Maine.
And yeah, exactly.
Maine.
He crushed in Maine. So you can see how racist a country this is.
I've been to Maine a few times.
Yeah, I went to school up there. They're making their own cheese, and they go canoeing.
Didn't he win Nebraska? He won Nebraska too, right?
Nebraska, Iowa, Maine. Yeah,
and Washington State.
I said this yesterday on my little crappy show, but they just people on the left, they want this country to be racist so bad. They just, they just
it gives
can't
them a purpose.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ.
Yeah, the guy won Maine. I mean,
he won Maine. He won Maine. LL Bean's in Maine, for Christ's sake.
There's something going on out there. I mean, it's time to acknowledge that.
It's come to a head. All this political correctness. Seriously.
Yeah.
25 years of white guilt pounding young kids. Mm-hmm. It's finally come to a head. That's all it is. It's that simple.
It's exactly what it is.
They finally got and good for them. We'll see how it works out.
See how it pans out.
That's all.
Yeah.
Let them play. It's exciting.
See how it works. Exciting is a word for it.
I'd vote for him before Hillary. I gotta be honest with you.
Hillary, but as a comic, she would be entertaining.
Yeah,
she's very entertaining.
Oh yeah, it's like a heavy bag.
Yeah,
it really is.
Ankles.
Yes, except less sexy than a heavy bag.
Nick, you think the wheels are starting to wobble on McCain? He's not looking the same, man. He's on TV almost every night, and he's starting to look a little.
It's got to take a lot out of him, man. First of all, yeah, it's boy.
I'm just seeing the wheels are just starting to wobble a little bit. He's going to ruin it for himself. He's going to do something stupid in the next couple of months.
Here's the thing, though, Opie.
It's going to be the last piece of the puzzle to make Obama president.
If it is Barack versus McCain, Barack is literally came out for giving illegals driver's license.
I know.
He's going to raise taxes. If you can't beat that, man, on the right.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't got to his specific issue. You know what I mean? He's been getting like a little bit of a free ride here. When it comes one-on-one, they have to debate, and he has to come right out and say, yeah, it's a good idea to give illegals,
driver's license and just let them all
raising
across the border.
taxes and I mean,
raise those taxes for his health care thing that's going to be implemented. He said, not in 10 years and not in 20 years, but during my first term as president. Yeah. He's already planning on 2.
And nobody's talking about,
how.
It's change. We're not getting the specifics.
Yeah.
When they shine the light on him, I got to believe.
Yeah.
Even McCain, but yeah, I mean.
McCain.
How old is he?
McCain makes me nervous though too. You just see his eyes aren't completely focused.
He's a crazy bastard.
He's just slightly off. He's slightly off, man.
It's all right though. I got a little,
like
a little lunatic.
He's giving that speech in front of the CPAC there, and he's trying to tell the crowd to buy it. And he's going to hit the button with his elbow.
Yeah, his arms don't work well after they've been snapped by Vietnamese rifle butts.
Obama's going to pay for all this stuff by collecting our change. A big change drive.
For change.
Yeah, change for change. There you go. There's the slogan.
The advantage he has, though, is even though he hasn't been around for too long, that's probably going to be an advantage because there's not a whole lot of years of stuff to attack. He's seen as this fresh face. Like, yeah, he voted this way and that way, but
that's
there's not a
point,
whole
Jimmy.
history.
You got to weigh his liberal stances on issues with, there is a mentality, hey, let's kick the bums out and get a fresh start. whatever, you got to weigh whatever's stronger.
Yep.
So you might be right. I mean, if people are really, after 8 years of Republicans, we want to, clean house or whatever.
I like
this
that.
Is a black guy
is the way
house.
to do it.
I like he's not. I
That's
like
one
that
extreme to the other.
I like that he's not bitter, and he truly believes that he can maybe make a difference. A lot of these older politicians are like, you know
Dummy.
what? I already know. Nothing's
How
gonna
naive.
change. Right.
Well, yeah.
I kind of like the fact that he really believes he might be able to do something.
Yeah, wait till his 10th day in office.
Right.
When King Jong-il or whatever that crazy
Korean
he
maniac.
thinks we're supposed to talk to our enemies and stuff. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, he'll be dropping bombs. He'll be throwing things. Because Clinton was a lot like that, and it took a couple of things for him to start lobbing cruise missiles into the Balkans and wherever the hell else he could.
Yeah, anywhere but where the people we needed to kill were.
Yeah.
He bombed like Bin Laden's summer hideaway 5 years after he left.
Sure. Yeah.
Shot stupid.
Blew up a toothpaste factory in Kosovo. Oh, no, the fluoride's going through. But you got to admit, it's interesting. I'm like, every day I get up.
Oh, it is. This is one election that has really got everybody interested. Everybody, even if you're not into elections, and a lot of people aren't. This one's kind of got you like, wow, you got a woman in here, a black guy, a friggin' old nut.
Crazy,
crazy
POW.
old POW.
He's just the crazy look in his eye. It's really. And then you got Huckabee. This
He won't give up.
This guy,
I was watching.
He ain't stopping.
And
not stopping.
What is he saying now? That he still has a shot. What is he saying?
Yeah, he can still pull it out, even though he's down 2,000 delegates to 6.
Yeah, they were on TV going, look, it is mathematically impossible. And then they're like, but what about if you put the super delegates and this and that? What if Mitch Romney gives his delegates back? It's still mathematically impossible. They were saying on the news last night.
Well, he's smart though. I mean, to stay in the game, and he's.
I think he knows a little something about McCain.
I think
he knows
he's hoping
McCain is going to do
McCain
something dumb and
Well, yeah, him and McCain did a little two-timing on Romney in West Virginia, so there's something going on there. And McCain already said that he only wants to be president for one term. And, because he's old. He already came out and said that. And Huckabee, if he got picked as his vice, I don't think he's done it, but if he did.
Be the incumbent running.
He'd have one foot in the door, and he's a real slick. Everybody thought he was like a hillbilly, but this guy is great when he speaks.
Yeah.
But he plays bass. You got to play lead guitar.
All right, another quiz.
I didn't know McCain said that, by the way. They only wanted one term.
Yeah, he's already.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
so it's like, what are we going to invest time in him for? Then we got to go through this again in a few years. If he's doing a great job, we can't keep him.
Well, it depends who his running mate is, and he should take Romney. Actually, he should do, but I don't think Romney would agree to that.
All right, another quiz. Whites will be the minority in the U.S. by what year?
2050.
2005. Yeah, we already are.
2050.
Yeah, Nick reads the newspaper.
But they figure that.
I count black people on the street.
They figure that as all the minorities
Latinos
versus the whites.
Yeah.
So it's like everything.
Right.
It's not like it's going to be.
You think just Latino, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, they say the Hispanic population will, 5 times over or 10 times more than it is now?
Yeah, by next week at this time.
Next week.
Exactly a week from Tuesday, they will take a. People are serious. But like L.A., L.A., it's already.
It's amazing when you go.
Minority
when you go to Southern California, L.A., or even further south like that, Laguna Beach, places. It's just it's Mexico.
Yeah,
it's North Mexico
with good water.
It really is time to just shut the border. I mean, listen to this in the story. More than 80% of the increase will be due to immigrants arriving in the country and their U.S.-born children, who will make up nearly 1 in 5 Americans by 2050.
Oh, yeah. Read Pat Buchanan's books.
Amazing.
You want those numbers?
Oh, that is amazing. Oh, we got Sean Hannity calling in a few minutes. Awesome.
There we go.
We should take a break and set that up nice.
Nice.
Want to win $2,000? Oh, this is cool. Yeah, we were talking about this a couple weeks ago. Behind the scenes. We're finally doing this. You got a chance to win $2,000. Send us an original animated bit from our show.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're opening up the animation thing to more talented people out there.
So what do you take a clip from our show and
like Coke
take the
Logic's
sound
been
and
doing.
then animate it? Yeah.
Coke Logic is the star of this. But we're giving others a chance. You go to onaradio.com for all the details. onaradio.com for all the details. Courtesy of Be Kind Rewind. You name it, we shoot it in theaters February 22nd. What's that movie about?
Be Kind Rewind.
Yeah.
Guy goes to the video store. The whole thing.
Hijinks ensue.
Gets yelled at.
Yeah, the guy's like, no, but I did. Somebody else watched it. I thought my wife put it back. And it's crazy. There was a problem with the slot.
Couldn't even watch it. The tracking was off.
Yeah. The whole thing is nuts.
Tracking.
Retro
Oh, my
piece.
God. I forgot about
remember the
tracking.
stupid tracking? How annoying was that?
Oh, my God.
It's like, oh, look at that. The top half of the picture's gone. It's the tracking. Turn the tracking.
I forgot about that.
Another reason why our
DVD in.
Another reason why our ancestors sucked. They couldn't even figure that out.
We should have
I know that's
skipped
not that long ago, but still.
We should have skipped right over VHS.
Oh, yeah.
It should have gone right to some kind of DVD.
It does seem that way. It's all like recording.
Yeah.
It does.
It's
seem
like,
that way.
oh, it works on a cassette tape. Let's just make one 100 times bigger.
Yeah, but
and you're shoving in this big machine.
We had to get past the beta war. You understand?
Oh, that's
man.
right.
There was a big beta war.
Still, stupid tape.
That slowed down everything.
It's like power locks in your car. Why was that so long in coming?
Yeah, right.
Power seats. So everything else was power in there.
Remember when you're watching a movie and then you'd hear like, and then the picture would go out, and that horror when you hit the eject button and just have tape come flying out. Yep. What do I do?
Oh, my.
And then there was that spot every time you knew when it was coming. When you watched it again, to go, here's where it crinkled last time.
Yeah.
The porno, you never get to see the end. She had tapioca on her face. Who was responsible?
Oh, videotape.
Tommy in Brooklyn. We do have to take a break. We got Sean Hannity standing by. What's up, Tommy?
Tommy.
Yeah, McCain, what scares me is his smile. As soon as he gets stumped or he gets upset, he has a crazy smile, like he's going to put a knife into your chest.
I kind of like that about him, don't you? That's the only
Oh,
thing I like.
yeah. Oh, that's a nice picture of him right there.
Yeah, look at that. There you go.
That's the picture of him getting a beating.
Yeah.
Mao!
That's a flashback.
Yeah, we'll flashback face.
We'll get that picture up on onaradio.com.
They say he's got a violent temper. Usually you say he's got a bad temper.
Yeah.
They actually use violent. Can you blame him? Shoulders being held together by, rat skins and nails. And
We learned more about him yesterday.
He
what
was
they did
pummeled.
To that guy. Unbelievable.
Oh, is that right? I didn't get the...
Before they even got him, he already had, 2 broken arms?
Yeah. Apparently he was in his plane. He was on a bombing run. And from what... who was saying that?
Bill
Billy?
Burr, I believe.
Yeah, Bill Burr was saying that he just did one of those Star Wars stay on target, and didn't deviate even though he knew a missile was coming for him. So right when he dropped this bomb,
hit a lake or something.
The missile hit his wing. So he bails out, breaks both arms as he ejected.
Yeah.
So he's parachuting down with 2 broken arms. He breaks a leg on the way down. Lands in a marsh, and then the Vietnamese come over and just start beating the crap out of him with rifle butts.
The first thing they did was break his shoulder.
Yeah, break his shoulder, and
that's how it began.
Then bayoneted him in the groin.
They were trying to set those bones.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's tough, bastard.
Wait, he took a bayonet to the groin?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. He should be president.
No, exactly. Right there.
Screw
What did
Obama.
Hillary do?
All right, I'm
Twist her
changing.
ankle?
She's put enough in men. Verbal bayonets on her husband.
All right, we got a break because Sean Hannity's on a tight schedule today. It's Opie and Anthony, Nick DiPaolo, Brigada this weekend, Saturday night. Opie, Anthony, Jim Norton is in the bathroom, and Nick DiPaolo, and hopefully Sean Hannity. Is that him right there? Ooh. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but we get along with Sean Hannity.
Why is that
It's
weird?
not
I
weird
think
at
that's
all.
great.
I don't know, because people look at us as just being dumb shock jocks. Well, and we have a friend like Sean Hannity. Sean!
Hey, guys, look, yeah, but I will say this friendship only goes in one direction. Here you guys are under fire. I'm out there defending you.
Yep.
And I'm like, guys, come on the TV show. Listen, I'll call you back in about 3 months.
Oh, we had to stay, under the radar for a while there.
Here, I'm out front defending you guys, and I can't even get you guys to help me defend you guys.
You know how this stupid business is.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to talk.
Hey,
Yeah, it's run by liberals.
Yeah. Hey.
You know what's amazing about that?
Huh.
It's like the best thing you can do is go out and defend yourself.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, listen
And they
to me.
don't want you to.
Sean.
Like a muzzle on you, and I'm like, all right, I'll defend O&A.
No, Sean, here's the deal. We got Nick DiPaolo in studio. You should get him on your show. He's really, really up on politics.
No, I've heard Nick. And by the way, he's got a really good sense of humor. Nick, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, Sean? I met your next door neighbor. I played Caroline's a few weeks ago, and this kind of good-looking, attractive woman, all drunk, comes up to me. She's like trying to kiss me. She goes, "Where do you live?" I go, "Westchester." I go, "Where do you live?" She goes, "Next to Sean Hannity." And then, it was her husband's 50th birthday, and she's trying to make out with me. You know who I'm talking about? She was a real hot ticket.
I have no idea.
Sean,
I don't know what you're talking about.
She must have had dough. She's living next to you.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Well, I want to go see at Caroline's. And,
Yeah. Hey, Sean, a couple things, because I know you don't have a lot of time. I watched your show last night. I try to watch it a few times a week.
Yeah.
And you did a great job with the David Schuster thing.
Thank you.
You stuck up for the guy. And there you got Keith Olbermann on not sticking up for his own guy.
Yeah, well, it's even worse than that. Keith Olbermann actually had used the phrase back in September.
Yep.
When he talked about pimping to describe General Petraeus.
Sean, you're not talking to the old Opie and Anthony. We know. We did 20 minutes on that yesterday.
Ouch.
Ouch. We're good at Googling, too.
Well, listen, at least this isn't the XM version, by the way, which I've heard, which would shock Hillary. If that comment shocked Hillary, I just think 20 minutes of O&A on XM would shock.
Yeah. The whole taking the pimping line literally instead of figuratively, which it's just become part of pop culture. It's part of it's an expression now. It's not to be taken literally. And the fact that she did come out and she's stumping for her mother. She's never done this before. Hillary does seem to be trailing. And he was completely justified in saying what he did say.
I have a little bit different take, and my take is I don't think he should be fired. I think Hillary is, I brought up the example because she's saying, well, I'm a mother first, and I'm a mother first, and I'm listening to that, and I'm thinking, yeah, and Monica Lewinsky had a mom and a dad also.
Yep. Yeah.
And Paula Jones had a mom and a dad also. So, let's stop with the theatrics in that sense, but I found it offensive in as much as, you know what, it's hard enough for these kids to have their parents out there in the public eye. We want good people to run for office. We discourage them in every way imaginable because all we do is drag up every dumb thing they've said and every idiotic thing they've done in their lives. So I don't think it's good for the process to be attacking the kids of candidates, but I do see some hypocrisy on their part. I say leave the kids alone, go after the parents, and they're the ones putting themselves in the arena.
I didn't really see it as going after her as much as it was going after the parents, to tell you the truth. And she's out there. She's an adult now. She's in the public eye, stumping for her mother, trying to get these super delegates. And you know something? It makes it fair game. And I think people have been nothing but nice to her, which they should be. She seems like a good enough kid and everything, but
she's not a kid, though. She's like 25,
27.
27.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does seem like a good... You know what the difference is, though, Anthony? I would say if she was out there attacking Barack Obama, in other words, if she was really in the midst of a campaign, private conversations to superdelegates to try and persuade them to support your mom is a lot different than going out there on the campaign stuff and literally throwing yourself into the heart and soul of a campaign.
Right. That would seem more like pimping out or...
Well, it would seem more like she would make herself open as a target, and I think just making a few calls on behalf of her mother. She does seem like a good kid. Like, for example, I got to know Romney's kids. They're good kids. The Bush daughters, they've been attacked over the years, and I would just have a general rule, leave the kids alone of candidates, or else you'll never get any good candidates.
I get the feeling you don't use the word pimping, Sean.
I can't. I have trouble picturing Bill Clinton as a pimp and not a John. That's where.
Sorry, you're breaking up on me.
He has a way of keeping himself keeping.
What is this?
Some distance between what we're saying on the radio.
What is this thing that it's amazing in the last 10 years that all we like to do is catch each other in verbal missteps.
Is this Norton?
Yes.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, Sean. And we like to catch each other in verbal missteps and then attack the person until they're completely ruined. We've just become like a nation of just sniveling little hens. We really are turning into a bunch of women.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something, and you guys are really front and center in all of this, and we watched this whole thing unfold with Imus, and I think there are literally orchestrated efforts. And I'm the least controversial of all of you guys. But the only reason they want to shut somebody like me down is because they don't like my political point of view.
Yep.
And my attitude is everybody has choices and options in life. let's stop with the, secret PC police monitoring talk shows and trying to find one word, one sentence, one phrase, one paragraph that often is taken out of context and trying to use it as a lever to attack advertisers and attack, weak management and get people off the radio.
Sean, can I ask you a question, Sean? It's Nick. Doesn't most of that type of censorship, that PC censorship, come from the left?
Yes, it's all. Look at who's out there defending free speech today. It's conservatives like me and Opie.
Well, you know what? The guys that forgave Imus were John McCain and Rudy Giuliani were the two that came out and go, look, the guy said he was sorry.
Yeah.
It's done. You were defending this guy last night while that dirtbag Oberman is throwing him under the bus on his own network.
Yeah, and by the way, just the week prior, Schuster was firing at me. It wasn't personal.
Sure. Now, Sean, we're all in agreement. So what can we do to fight back? Because we keep talking about this on our show, saying, when is the pushback going to start happening?
When pushback, I think pushback's got to start at the management level. No kidding around.
Yeah. Oh, Opie just fell off his chair laughing at that one. He's been in this business a little too long.
You mean you want them to take a chance, Sean?
Hey, listen, I actually thought there was a time that you guys were going to be thrown overboard again.
Yeah? Well,
so did we.
So did we.
They were desperate, Sean. They had no...
Look, you guys know what you do. Your show, because I listen when I'm in the car. I don't usually listen in the morning. I listen when they play the repeat later.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys push the envelope as far as anybody can push it. But if anyone tunes into O&A, they know what they're going to get.
Right.
They know what the show is about.
That's right. It's nonsense.
But you know what? It's done with a sense of humor. There's no mean-spiritedness. You guys, all you want to do is cut up, tell a lot of jokes, be irreverent, outrageous, and a lot of people obviously like it because you do so well. So why would we take those choices away from people that want to hear you guys on the radio?
To protect, because some people feel that they're better suited to tell us what we should be listening to and watching to protect us.
Dial. Don't listen.
Wow, I wish it was that easy.
I don't need to be
right.
coddled by some liberal.
By the way, Anthony, you know what? He's matured, Opie, in his political views. When are we going to bring you on board?
No way.
Oh,
no way. Obama!
Oh, Jesus. He's got the Obama battle cry. Well, I don't know what's going to... I see a very big cult of personality thing going on with Obama, and I think Nick had a great point earlier about when this does become one-on-one, if he is indeed the pick for the Democrats there, he's going to have to answer some hard questions about how he's going to accomplish some of these promises he's making. And I don't think a lot of people are going to like the answers.
We did a focus group on Hannity and Combs last night. We had Frank Luntz out in the field for us. And so everybody raises their hand. Do you like Barack Obama? Everybody loves him. And then I said to Frank, Frank, ask the focus group to name one specific accomplishment. They can't answer the question.
Right.
All they know is that they like him and that he's more likable than Hillary Clinton.
This is American Idol politics. It's just we see him, we like the sound bites, the quick clips, and I love this guy. Why? And no one's been able to answer. We sent people out on the streets to ask who they were voting for, and a lot of people had no clue why they wanted to vote for Obama, but that they were voting for him. And across racial lines, it was just amazing. It really is. People don't want to make a race issue out of this, but when you look at the fact that over 85% of black people are voting for Obama, that's a little much for it not to be on racial lines.
But Sean, let me ask you in fairness, though, because when Bush was just the governor and he was running for office, could people, maybe some really well-versed people, but could the average person have named something that George W. had done in Texas other than just be the governor?
Good or bad, you could name the fact that the death penalty and the drop in crime. He was known for really lining them up and pushing them through.
That he had a reputation. He had specific legislative accomplishments, as governor, as Anthony was pointing out there. But I'll tell you what's fascinating. If you go back to Super Tuesday, Hillary Clinton loses 13 states to 8 states. If you add the 4 states that Obama wins this weekend, he's winning 17 to 8. You've got the Potomac primary today, Virginia, Maryland, and D.C.
Mm-hmm.
You realize in the last 28 contests, if things go as I predict today, Barack Obama has won 20 states, Hillary has won 8 states. Barack Obama's filling arenas He's raising $31+ million every month on the internet for his campaign.
Amazing.
It is really a phenomenon that has taken off.
He's like Ross Perot in the sense that he represents just a disgust with what's been happening. That's why Ross Perot did so well. It was just wasn't the status quo, and that's why people.
But he didn't have the charisma and this cult of personality that Barack seems to have, especially with the youth.
Well, that.
You know, in politics, you know what? It may sound as basic as this, but likability means a lot. There's really not a dime's worth of difference in terms of the positions that Hillary and Barack are taking, except that Barack is just a much more likable human being.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sean, you're in a weird place, too, because you're not a big fan of McCain, huh?
Well, it's, do you see the cover of Newsweek?
Well, I was going to bring that up. We got to, promote the fact that Sean Hannity's on the cover of Newsweek.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, he's in it a lot.
They're desperate, but...
No, but Sean, don't you think when it gets down to, let's say, McCain, let's say if Barack does win the nomination, once they start shining the light on Barack's views on giving illegals licenses and raising taxes and all, it should be a slam dunk for McCain, no?
Yeah, I think in the end they're going to coalesce around them, conservatives in the end. But, you know, the problem is that on a lot of issues, I'm not, for example, for many years in New York, I've been a registered conservative, and I only changed to be a Republican once because I wanted to vote in a primary, but I consider myself a movement conservative politically, you know, in the model of Reagan, and on a lot of key issues to conservatives. John McCain has this habit of reaching across the aisle to people that we just vehemently disagree with, like Feingold and Kennedy, and poking his finger in our eye and abandoning some of those principles. What conservatives are saying is they want specific promises on issues, and that if you're going to reach across the aisle, reach across to your base, because without your base, you can't win the election.
But they're not going to vote for Obama over him, regardless of what he does. I don't care what Ann Coulter says.
If he doesn't do a good job of reaching out, and he made a good first step last week when he went to the CPAC convention. Yeah. I think he has an opportunity here, and I think they're making every effort to close that gap. They don't want conservatives hammering on him every day between now and November because they know that'll just split the coalition. Yeah.
McCain, who do you think he's going to want for his vice president?
It's too early to tell. A lot of talk about the governor of Minnesota has been coming up lately. If you look at that corridor up there, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, barely blue states, and an opportunity for Republicans to pick off some of those blue states. There's a lot of talk that he may want to reinforce his base in the South. So you look at people like Haley Barbour. People have talked about Huckabee or Governor Christ. Too early to call. It all depends. And he's got a long time before he has to make that decision.
And what about Obama?
If he gets the nomination,
yeah.
He won't pick Hillary, but she'll pick him.
Really?
Yeah, he would pick him. Because and she'd be foolish not to.
Dream ticket.
I'm thinking Obama picks old white guy.
You know, I don't know.
McCain.
Old white guy.
Clinton's first choice originally was a guy like Evan Bayh from Indiana, or somebody like the governor, a very popular Democratic governor in Ohio. You know, trying to pick off one of the red states, assuming that she would win the other blue states that John Kerry won.
Right.
Well, would he go with somebody you think a little bit more conservative? I mean, is he going to look at people like if you have a black president and a female vice president? That's a very tough thing to sell people. Again, just because of the way we always vote. So, would they possibly go with a more conservative Democrat?
That's possible. I think they've got to figure out what red state they can take away from the Republicans, just like the Republicans are figuring out what blue states they can pick off. Look, I may be naive. I think there's certainly bigotry that remains in America, but I think the numbers and the percentages are quite small. I don't think America has a problem with a woman president. I think they just want, just not Hillary.
Yeah.
I think America has a problem with an African-American president. I think there's in terms of substance, I just think Barack Obama is too liberal and out of touch with the mainstream of political thought.
Interesting. So who becomes the next president? Is thinking McCain?
I'm thinking Opie is president.
Nice. I like that.
What?
And Anthony, well, you know what, actually, because...
Opie's a little too conservative.
Yeah, Opie's too liberal.
Well,
you not look at your paycheck every week. You not open your paycheck and what do you
I remember being...
That's what I was saying. I've been preaching that for years.
I remember being one of the little people out there.
I've always been one of the little people out there.
And I paid my taxes and I took care of myself and did what I had to do.
Sean, I have plenty of money. You have plenty of money.
Anthony has
I
plenty of money.
remember.
I'm the
Norton's
only little
surviving.
person in this room right now.
I remember how it was, sir.
Opie wakes up in the morning, looks at his paycheck, nearly 50% goes to the government, and you like hit yourself on the head and say, I'm not paying enough.
Yeah.
Because I have enough money.
You want
we,
this kind of...
we work till May to pay our taxes. What do you want to go to September?
I'm not into this socialist form of government that a lot of these Democrats and liberals want.
Why don't you generous liberals, if you feel so compassionate about
Right,
wanting
check.
to help, why don't you just donate it and stop empowering the government
Right.
to take ours?
Don't take mine. I don't want to give it. I'm giving enough to keep the country running, which is nice.
Exactly.
But if you want to give a little extra to help out with these social programs, take it out of your own damn pocket.
Redistribution. They
I've
love
had it.
Good for you, Anthony.
Hey, someone wants in on this conversation. Patrick from Queens. Sean, why don't they bring up that Obama's a Muslim? Why is this rumor still out there?
He's not a Muslim.
He's not. That's what I'm getting at. Right.
Yeah.
How did that start? Was that some kind of massive email or something?
Yeah, it was that. And at one point during the campaign, it was forwarded by a Hillary campaign operative. Hillary and Bill have these tactics. What they do is they have their surrogates go out there. One time, Bob Kerry said Barack Hussein Obama to let everybody know what his middle name was.
Yeah.
You have the husband of the former governor of New Hampshire, bringing up the drug use, did he sell drugs comments. And then the Clintons say, boy, now please, guys, never do that again. But they have their surrogates, making these attacks on a pretty regular basis.
It's like when you say something in court that you want the jury to hear, even though the judge says disregard that comment.
Yeah, the bell has been rung. You can't
Already, right, yeah.
That's exactly what
Yeah, the Clintons are very good at that.
God, did I just put that well. I'm very proud of myself.
I'm proud of you too, Norton. That's good, buddy.
So Barack never attended a Madras.
Norton when he was on Hannity and Combs?
Yes, I don't know if they saw it, but it was my one appearance. I was hoping for more.
No, we'll bring you back, but what's the first thing I said to you before you go on the air? You remember?
This is not Opie and Anthony. Like something probably about my language.
I said, look, say anything you want, but please,
No key stories.
Keep us on the air.
listening to you the day before, and I couldn't repeat what you were saying.
But Jimmy's actually, and I'm sure you found this out, Jimmy's actually very good when it comes to that.
No, he handled it like a
I personally enjoyed my last appearance on Hannity and Combs when Combs started talking. I looked at him and went, "Wow, you actually talk?"
Yeah, that was pretty funny,
Jesus.
actually.
It kind of hurt him, I think. I was just going for a laugh.
He's got a good sense of humor.
He's got to be.
I know Sean enjoyed it.
I have a question. Has the ban been lifted? Will the management let you guys back on, or what?
Yeah, I guess.
I guess
we'll go on.
Yeah, there's no boss here, really.
Yeah, we don't have a boss.
You got nothing to do.
Do they have mass firings over there?
Yeah, a little bit of
Maybe I can get back on, huh?
They called it the bloodbath. It was great.
400 people lost their jobs nationwide.
Congratulations on the cover of Newsweek. Sean's radio show is 3 o'clock Eastern time, and 9 p.m. on Fox. It's Hannity.
All right, guys, thank you.
And Combs.
Wait, Sean.
Right.
Sean, when are we going to get the big invite to the big estate?
Why you want to go to his house?
I want to go to Sean's house. He promised me a barbecue. Now it's winter.
We already met your neighbors. Come on.
Yeah, when are we going to get the big invite, Sean?
You know what? We all should go out. That's a great.
Yeah, out.
We all should go out.
That's what he said last time.
Go see Nick and Patrice over at Caroline's.
Oh,
There you
see?
go.
Where would we go out together, Sean?
I'd go to Caroline's with you.
Caroline's. Yeah,
I like
but
the
what
way
about,
Sean thinks.
What about a nice restaurant?
Sean wants to go somewhere he doesn't have to talk.
I'll take you to Roost Chris Steakhouse.
Ooh, nice
Yes.
bottle of red, a little steak, talk politics.
Sean doesn't want any secrets of his security around the house being breached.
Right.
You know?
Well, the funny thing is I don't want to reveal the secret because you guys, the last time you were at the studio, I mean, you brought your girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I'm sure they've dumped you by now.
No, I'm now engaged.
Are you
Sean.
serious?
Yes.
Yeah, Opie's engaged.
Very happy.
When did you get engaged?
Over the summer.
Well, congratulations.
Opie's engaged. Anthony's still with his
Is it
girl,
the
and I'm a
that- is it the
tranny
girl
hunter.
that I met?
Yes.
She's way out of your league.
She's way out of my league. Everyone says that. Even Sean Hattie's saying that. Thanks, Sean.
No, she was very nice.
Yeah.
But let's do it. We'll all go out to dinner.
We'll go to Alan Combs' house.
Yeah,
Let's go to Alan Combs' house.
I live way out on Long Island. Where do you guys live?
Well, I'm in the city now, but
I'm in Nassau County.
Yeah, I'm in Suffolk.
How does this show try to weasel into people's personal lives? Like, hey, Sean, can we sleep over and be sit in the hot tub for an hour and talk?
I know.
What's the matter with
Well,
us?
Sean wants to turn me into a Republican, so I'm thinking of a nice steak dinner, a bottle of red, and I'll think about
So
it.
you will go down to the range, fire off a few rounds.
Yeah.
Camus elect if you promise to change your vote.
Or maybe like fly us around in that private jet of yours I've heard about.
No, I don't have a private jet.
I've heard stories.
The money this guy must make.
All right, exactly.
Sean Hanley's got to be pulling in $2,000 a week if he's making $1.
All right, Sean, get lost before you get in trouble.
Good to talk to y'all.
All right.
Take care, man.
Thanks, Sean.
Sean gets very nervous every time he calls our show.
I think there's this sense of relief when he hangs up and nothing bad happened. He goes, like, oh, geez, I made it through another show.
I made it through another
one.
one.
I did it again. I'm not fired.
Can we get a couple quick plugs? We got Nick
Absolutely.
DiPaolo. He's at the Borgata with Artie, this Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday night. And go to nickdip.com and listen to my blog talk radio show. I'm doing it at 6 o'clock tonight. I usually do it 2 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. Tonight at 6 p.m.
Some fine feedback coming in about your podcast. Is it a podcast officially?
I don't know what it is. I have no idea. I got headphones on. I'm talking through a phone in my basement. There's mice running around. It's a hell of a show. But people, you can cut loose.
Yeah, the people are digging it. Believe me, I was reading a lot of stuff on the message board.
The chat room, it scares me, some of the stuff going on in there.
Yeah. All right, very cool.
You coming over to the other side over there?
If you're inviting me, I'm coming.
Potty talk land?
Yeah, I can't wait to get filthy.
Yeah, cool.
And if you're on the West Coast and you want your ribs tickled, I'll be appearing this weekend at Cobb's Comedy Club, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's the President's Day weekend show I do every year at Cobb's.
In Frisco?
Yeah, Sandy Franny, as I call it.
They won't have me back.
Really?
What's San Francisco?
I used to do the punchline all the time. And they get too many letters, the guy said.
Don't doubt it.
Some guy with a tie-dye T-shirt gave me the finger, him and his ugly girlfriend with her sandals. Just
Hairy armpit.
Go home and wash, you filthy hippie. And they won't have me back. And they give me money. Last 2 times I sold a good bonus money for packing the place.
What is going on with comedy clubs? They got to stop.
Yeah, it's San Francisco. And I love the city.
Well,
it's my favorite city to go to, but the politics.
We're hearing from you guys, because you guys go around the country and then you come back and report to us, and they're starting...
the comedy club?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Let the comedians do their thing. Leave them alone.
Yeah, I get in a lot of trouble.
All right, we're going over to XM. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony virus. Get infected.
And we're off and running. Nick DiPaolo has made the walk to XM Satellite Radio. A lot of people thinking that we all just kissed Sean Hannity's butt.
We like Sean Hannity. What do we say to him that we don't normally say?
Yeah, what were you supposed to say?
Hardball questions. What the
We like Sean.
We're friends with the guy.
Chris and Philly,
Like
what's
we were
up?
conducting an in-depth interview.
I'll tell you what.
Turn down the fucking music. Oh, sorry.
Who did you yell at, Derek?
Yeah.
He's been back there 30 seconds.
I know, that's why I said sorry.
Oh, that's funny.
He's trying to, get used to,
This
that
is why
seat
he didn't want to
again.
be back there
I
again.
know,
It's
I'm
like he's
sorry.
tired to
That's
get
why I
yelled at.
quickly said sorry. Because I know I'm the problem sometimes. Not all the times. Chris, what's up?
Yo, guys, what's up?
Hey.
I'm one of the longest listeners you got, but you've been pissing me off the past couple of days about, not covering Ron Paul, and basically want to know why you didn't ask Sean Hannity why
Ron
he
Paul.
refuses to talk about him on the air.
We forgot, actually. I didn't think of
refuses
Ron
to
Paul.
talk about Ron Paul because he's a non-issue in the election.
Why do you think it is, sir? Why do you think it is?
Why do I think it is? It's basically the media blackout. He's not getting fair coverage, and he's still in it, and nobody even knows it.
He's still in it,
but he's not in it.
Well, I have 4% of we have over 700 military bases in Saudi Arabia. You wonder why they want to cut our throat. And you're asking me if I'm available?
I
actually like him, though.
God, that's funny.
But I actually with each debate, I started to like him more and more. But
Yeah.
again, it's not his policy takes not too pragmatic. If we fucking just bring everybody home, which sounds like a great idea.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like it. But I gotta believe some of these nuts would fucking
just
take
pack
advantage
up,
of us.
Take everyone home, and what happens over there?
But I like guys who stand, they have their
Yeah.
opinion, their beliefs, and they stick by them. I'm more
Yeah.
impressed by that than their actual fucking, policy.
Than the bullshit artists.
I know, Chris, the simple answer, he just didn't get I don't know, he didn't get our attention.
Well, because no one's bringing to your attention. Basically, just everybody do your own homework and figure it out. The media's not going to tell you the answer.
So Google Ron Paul and see what he's about, right?
But why you mad
That's
at
what
us?
their signs say on the expressway.
Yeah, don't be mad at us. I mean, he never grabbed our attention, that's all.
We didn't think of it. What do you think? It was a conspiracy? We just didn't think of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, the Ramon brothers last week pissed me off, that's all.
he could have been the next Paul R. Nelson, but it just didn't happen in this case.
Yeah, why isn't he calling our show? We put him on.
Yeah, we'd put
Where the
Ron
fuck
Paul
is
on
he?
in a second.
Tell
All
that
right, well,
tell
we'll see
that tool
if
to pick up the phone.
Go find him.
I don't
Fuck
have
him.
time.
He won't call us. He's busy.
All right, boys.
That's
Fucking out.
great.
Bye.
All right, thanks, Chris.
God damn. God.
Channeling Ron.
Yeah, he sounds like a lunatic.
I'm Paul
I mean, really? You're all picking on me. All I do is follow the fucking Constitution. You money-grubbing cocksuckers have no morals and no value. You wonder why these Arabs want to cut our fucking throats. We're building bases right in the fucking NATO front porch, and
I assume that's how he sounds.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
I've never heard of it. It's a big assumption.
A real nut.
Yeah. I guess I could figure that one out on my own.
But I like him more than I lean on to, actually.
Hey, we get all the big gets. We got Amy Ryan calling in a mere few minutes here. She's
From The Wire.
second season of The Wire, and she was the star in Gone Baby Gone, a
She's
movie I saw
nominated for that,
yesterday.
yeah.
Which was a very good film. Where's Roland? Maybe he could describe Gone Baby Gone, because he sees every film.
That's about Andy Pettit's career? Is that the movie?
Come on, Nick, don't go there.
What do you think about the whole steroids Roger Clemens thing? I was ready to say Ron Clemens.
Well, again, and I like I'm from Boston, and I was a Rocket fan my whole life, but come on, cut the fucking shit, will you? I mean, first of all, you can look at his numbers just like Barry Bonds. You look at his number, and they get really good.
Really fast.
Really fast.
Real fast.
He's fucking huge, has hamstring problems, which is the first symptom of anybody that juices. And like Louis C.K., I was talking to Louis last night at the Comedy Cell. Louis goes, he wants us to believe that he turned Andy Pettit on to this trainer. The trainer said, yeah, I train on. I go, but I'm going to give you this HA. Roger doesn't do this stuff. But, I mean, it's, what Roger's asking us to believe is a little far-fetched. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but come on.
Yeah.
This guy's got syringes and shit. He's like Quincy. There's skin on him and fucking, he's got stool samples that Clemens left in the toilet in 87.
This guy really thought ahead, too, just picking all that shit up and packing it away evidence containers.
He's an ex-cop, though, right? He's an NYPD guy.
Oh, is that what it
Yeah.
was? Okay,
Yeah,
so then
man.
he knew to grab this
Yeah.
stuff. I might need that. I might need that. I'm going to cover my ass. I might
That's
need
what he
this.
said, man. And
Wow.
I'm telling you. And Clemens has to be shitting his pants, I would think.
Right. Let's go to Sean in Texas. Sean.
Good evening.
Morning.
Hey, Sean.
How are you?
Good. What's up, man?
About Ron Paul, I read on the news yesterday, he's suspending his presidential campaign because he's in danger of losing his congressional seat.
All right, well, sorry there's been
that
such a
right?
hoopla about this guy.
Hoopla.
Guy's in the middle of a big shitstorm, as we say. It's getting crazy. Where the hell have we been?
I mean, I'm going to lose my seat if I keep talking about the Constitution. You people
I got to
just
hear his
don't
voice
catch
now.
on.
So we got to get some Ron Paul audio.
They all beat up. They all like pick on him and shit. It's like
Yeah.
They all roll their eyes while he's talking, or they're like,
Here he is again. This nut.
talking about the Constitution. That stupid article.
Talk about fucking and talk about freedom of speech oppressing fucks. In Berkeley, California, they're fighting the Marine recruiting station.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's
Yeah.
like, why wouldn't you allow it to be there and just disagree with your community?
Because they're intolerant cunts.
Yeah.
Fucking.
They're
God
intolerant fucks, and they preach tolerance. Ugh, I just. Ugh,
They are the worst, man.
It's a hypocrisy, man. Just don't give them any federal funding. Let the. You know, I'd actually give Al Qaeda maps to that fucking part of the California and go ahead. You know what? We won't do anything. Go ahead, hit it.
Yeah, we'll keep it under our
Take it
hats.
out. Look at her. I like the.
Wow.
What a doll.
Which one? Oh. Yeah,
Megan Kendall.
Let's say hi to Wes the trucker. Wes.
Good morning.
Welcome
Bubba
aboard,
boys.
Wes.
What's up, Wes?
Hey, I just want to make this quick, man. I bought I've never done steroids, but I have a GH kit, or HGH, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And within my first shot, I took a shot 1 hour before I hit the gym, and it was obvious, like, strength.
Is that right?
Really? That quick?
You
could tell that quick?
Tall latte?
Yeah, I mean, that's just one injection, one little...
I didn't think it
injection,
worked that fast.
Yeah, because the paper said it didn't. You know,
No.
they Clemens, they said they shot his wife up before the photo shoot.
Yeah.
And the guy said, some expert said, no, it doesn't.
It's got to be it's an overtime thing.
Yeah, it takes
I think.
like
a lot
month,
faster, but you know.
If you have a great imagination, man. Guy's like, yeah, put an extra 200 on the bench. Oh, my neck.
Oh, yeah, I mean, within
Right over his
about
head.
2 weeks, my squats went up about 80 pounds.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So, and that's not even using steroids. So, I mean, I'm sure, if you start juicing, you're 45 years old and you get the ball, 100 mile an hour,
So what are you squatting, fella?
I'm putting up 315 10 times.
And you need that for what?
What's that?
And you need that for what? Well, I work at a furniture store, and sometimes the Bunny Boy sofas, getting them off the truck can be a bitch.
Alone.
The average Mexican weighing 6 ounces. So I have to.
Nick, you bring up a great point, man. I'm in the gym 3 or 4 days a week, and like, I can. My triceps, I'm over 100 pounds now, and then I'm like, yeah, but what am I going to do with this? You're so right. What a waste of fucking time.
I finally, a couple of years ago, after years of, I've had shoulder surgery. I got like permanent staples in my shoulder. Finally, about 5 years ago, if I fucking lift twice a month.
It's like go for a walk and get your heart rate up. That's all you need.
I'm telling
Why
you.
are we lifting our
It all comes
balls
down
off?
to cardio after a while.
He's so right, man.
Yeah, I'll just do some step aerobics. Like some fag.
I know. I used to laugh at people who walked on the Stairmaster.
Yeah.
I'm that fucking guy now. I walked for
just
an hour, at a fast pace uphill and shit.
Why the fuck do we need big triceps?
You see a guy in his 50s, give me a couple of force reps. Fucking, why? Well, I fucking work at Kinko's, and I need 78-inch guns to impress the fucking 18-year-old chick that might want to fuck me behind the copier. Stop with that shit. I look at my physique, though. Quinn always, Colin goes, people look at Quinn, they look at me, and he goes, yeah, you look like the guy, they look at him, they go, he used to be in shape. He looks like
Hey, we got a big star waiting here. Amy Ryan, everyone. How are you?
I'm well. Good morning.
Hi, Amy.
I just saw Gone Baby Gone last night, actually.
Oh.
Are you a good actress, or are you really just evil in real life?
No, I'm a real skank. I'm just a good
that.
down Boston.
She plays a white trash skank, absolutely, with not a care in the world for her own child. Oh, man, did I hate you. I was watching that movie. I'm like, man, I want to smack this bitch.
Really?
Yes. She knows. That means this is a compliment, trust me.
Too bad you didn't have her in the studio.
Yeah, right.
You received a Golden Globe and Oscar nomination for this role, man. It's pretty amazing.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations. And you want to explain the movie for the people out there that haven't seen it yet?
Oh, Gone Baby Gone is a story set in Dorchester, outside of Boston, and the story of a 4-year-old girl who gets kidnapped, and the police can't find her, and private investigators can't find her, and we soon find out why, because of this dirty mom that you...
Oh, you are dirty, Amy.
Sounds good.
Amy is a dirty mom.
I have it at home. I haven't seen it. I'm so irritated because everybody's saying it's great.
You got it at home?
Oh,
Where'd you
it's really
get it?
good. Ben Affleck did
really?
an incredible job. It's his directing debut.
Burn it?
Yeah.
I've heard all good things about it, though. Even you know who? Filthy Quinn, who hates every movie, actually said it's pretty good.
Hey, wait, was Casey Affleck in this too?
Oh, yeah, he's a star.
He's the leading man of it, yeah.
He was really good, and his brother Ben is the director.
I know, because I did Leno with Ben, and he was promoting this.
Was he really?
Well,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
that's what he was promoting.
Well, I did Letterman a couple of years ago. I was on with Tony Danza.
What I liked about the movie, there was a lot of twists and turns there, Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you thought the movie was over, then it wasn't over.
Action flick.
Yeah. It was very good. I really enjoyed it.
Amy, where are you from? Can I ask?
I'm from Queens.
Oh, did you have to learn the Boston accent?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I mean, I knew a little bit of it, but I picked up the rest of it when we were on set in Dorchester.
Because I love watching people try to do, even the most talented actors like Nicholson,
They
even
just
in
mess it up.
Departed,
It's
just
so-
kind of like mailed it in. He's
Yeah.
like, I can't. And then you got the other, like Martin Sheen's always doing like Kennedy. Anybody tries to do a Boston accent,
They just
the
do
actor
Kennedy.
coach goes, just do Kennedy. And then my daughter was missing.
Yeah, it's a bit more. It's a little
It's-
more than dropping your R's.
It's kind of the same with
That's exactly right.
people that try to put on a Brooklyn accent, and they're from California, and they try that. It doesn't come off sounding right. You might have a couple of words that are passable, and then the rest just sounds like some Laguna Beach asshole trying to sound like they're from Brooklyn.
Well, no matter how hard they try, they just can't sound dumb enough. It's like, we know you're not from here.
Yeah. Hey, and Gone Baby Gone is on DVD today?
That's right. It comes out today on DVD.
I'm going to get it today. And I'm not
telling
kidding.
you, it was a really good movie.
I'm not kidding. I've heard nothing but good things about it.
There's
I like
a,
the shit on it.
There's a
We
lot of
can't.
times we got to make believe a movie was good, but in this case, this one was really
That's
good.
what I heard.
Yeah, Gone Baby Gone is
Well,
definitely.
thank you. I'm really honored.
Yeah, no, I'm not even kidding. We do play the game sometimes. This is actually a really good movie.
Amy, you're the writer's strike now. Is if the Oscars going to how frustrating is that? Like with this strike and these award shows might not happen, and here you are nominated.
Today is,
It's the end of the strike today.
Today apparently it's going
Yeah.
to end, and I mean I've always wanted the writers to get their due no matter what, but I'm very hopeful that today it's all over and we'll get to go to the Oscars.
Why can't we get one
Otherwise,
person?
You're gonna have to answer to my mother.
Why can't we get one actress or actor on the phone that says, I just want them to suffer, and I want their lives to be ruined by this strike
because we don't write our own crap.
That's right.
I just want one person, They're assholes to me, and they wrote a bad part for me back in '95. I hope they die. Sorry, Amy.
Who are you up against, Amy?
Oh, yeah, it's kind of an insane category. Kate Blanchett and Ruby Dee, Tilda Swinton, and Saoirse Ronan.
Well, Ruby Dee is very old. Kate Blanchett we're all tired of, so I think you have a good shot.
What's the best supporting?
Are you a member of the Academy?
No, believe me, there's a lot of decisions I would have probably given Raging Bull Best Picture over Ordinary People, but that's just me.
Well, that's not being outrageous, though. That should have happened.
Sure, that's what I'm saying. Of course.
Yeah.
Hey,
I thought you were going for a joke there. That's
No,
all.
no, that's
Jimmy was
serious.
just being serious. Yeah.
Married girl, are you, Miss Ryan?
No, I'm not married.
No, of course
I'm
not.
not.
You're a bitch.
Opie, what does she look like?
Oh, what?
I was just wondering because I just popped a picture up.
No, she's
can I see?
she's
Oh,
cute.
very, very cute.
Right there?
Yeah.
See, I can't separate you people from the movie, so I just think you're a bitch in real life, Amy.
She looks like she's
Wow.
from Dorchester.
Sorry.
You're also on what is probably my favorite show, which is The Wire.
The Wire. Everybody loves Beatty Russell.
You're great.
That's got to make up for Helene McCready.
Hey, how frustrating was it? Because in season 2, I mean, you had a tremendous role.
Yeah.
And then, the way they do it every year is a different theme. So in season 3, they switch focus. And it seemed that was more on politics before the kids in season 4. How frustrating was it to have this massive role and then all of a sudden be kind of, out in the cold in a way?
Well, it's not that frustrating. I'm a huge fan of that show, so I was kind of excited to see each year that the show, switches locations, subject matters. But no, I moved on to do other things, and if I were still doing that, I wouldn't be in Gone Baby Gone.
That's true. I'm such a dope.
She's out for a reason.
You're nominated for an Oscar, and I'm going to get bummed out. You're not on the weekly series anymore.
Yeah, that took the sting out of it a little bit.
Why are you going to the Oscars?
Shit, I got to buy another dress, pick up a trophy.
Yeah, I don't think she's too bummed, Jimmy.
Well, you're back this year.
What's that?
You're back this year on The Wire.
Yeah, I am. We wrapped the season this past August, and old Beatty is back with McNulty.
Why are they only doing 5? That's so, because McNulty, for anyone that hasn't watched, is a drunk. He's a total alkie, and you're beginning just to have enough of his womanizing and his alcoholism. Why are they only doing 5 seasons? It's really bothering me.
I think just because, that was David Simon's whole plan, the creator and writer of The Wire, and he's on to his next project, and you got to get out before you jump the shark, as they say.
Wow, yeah, okay.
You're supposed to leave a party when you're having a really good time, not when you're drunk and broke in the corner.
I don't know what that's like.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what leaving a party's
theory
like.
I have about parties.
We got to learn that lesson.
I like to
trust
leave
me.
with puke on my shirt and handcuffs.
All right, so the movie comes out today on DVD, and you've also worked with Sidney Lumet. You've worked with Eastwood. I mean, you've really worked with some great directors, especially Lumet.
Larry Storch.
Yeah, he's a legend. He's amazing. I worked with him on his show Before the Devil Knows, the TV show 100 Central Street, and then his film Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. He's amazing.
Was that a good movie? I know it's an awkward question.
It's a really good movie.
I saw
It's
that
a great
one.
movie. It stars
in that
Phil
too?
Seymour
Yeah.
Hoffman and Ethan Hawke and Marissa Tomei.
Oh, very cool.
Good movie. I saw that one.
And you're doing Letterman tomorrow night, huh?
I am. I'm really nervous.
Have you done it before?
No.
Here, I'll give you a little advice.
Yes.
That was given to me by Luke Wilson. None other than Luke Wilson. The first time that I did Letterman, I was very nervous also. And he told me, he goes, have a couple of beers backstage. He goes, but don't overdo it, or else you'll walk out there and look silly because you'll be drunk. But it loosens you up enough where you're not completely freaking out when they're saying your name and you have to do the little walk out to the chair. So
I'll be the one who falls, trips on her face.
Try not to do that.
Who are you on with? Do you know?
I don't know.
I like telling my Luke Wilson story.
Fat Bob Kelly.
It's almost like I'm famous.
Yeah. I mean, you asked, what did Luke say? He said, don't bang Kurt Russell's daughter. It never works out good in the end.
Oh,
well, you remember, that's his brother. Hey, look, what am I going to tell you?
That wasn't Luke.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying. He was giving advice on Owen's half.
Right.
Yeah.
Jesus, what do you guys read people every day? What the fuck are you talking about?
Come on, he was dating, I couldn't remember her name, Kate something.
Can you say
Kate
bang
Hudson.
on the radio?
You can say fucking bang.
We're on satellite. We're on uncensored.
Yeah, nobody's hearing this end.
Yeah. You could say whatever you want.
Oh, my.
Do you have a potty mouth?
Do I?
Yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah, I'm from Queens.
All right, give
Yeah,
us
that's true.
give us a good one and watch what happens. Yeah. Good curse.
No. I actually had a really bad potty mouth after Gone Baby Gone. It took me about 2-3 weeks to stop saying some of that.
What was something bad you said? 'Cause I honestly have not seen it yet.
Helene thinks everything smells like cack.
Oh, so great. Everything smells like cack.
Actually, fucking cack. I can't believe I just said that. Oh, my.
That's all right.
See, that's the character I don't like. See?
I like cock. That's how Boston
I
girls
can't even do the Boston accent anymore.
Yeah, it's cock.
Cock.
Yeah, there you go.
Cock.
Right there.
Cock. Yeah, almost like.
Because I used to hear girls say that all the time.
Is it true?
Put your cock away.
Yeah, I wish you had it bigger.
It's dripping out of your cock.
There you go.
It's cocking.
We got Amy Ryan on the phone here.
Accent.
Hey, Amy, is it true your friends refer to you as Crying Ryan?
Oh my gosh, yeah, they do.
cute.
But that's because on TV, when I've done a bunch of like episodics, and suddenly like my daddy touched me, or
You're that one, huh?
crying. There she goes again. I have weak lacrymal glands, I guess.
I was just looking at that, like, wow, you've done a lot of episodes of a lot of TV series.
Oh yeah, ER, Chicago Hope.
Yeah, like Chicago
Law
Hope.
and Order.
Yeah,
She's a working actress.
Homicide.
Amy, are you able to like really like a lot of actors when they cry, they do the face but nothing comes out. Are you able to actually tear up on film?
Yeah, I get the snot too out of the nose.
Oh,
that's
some
great.
snot bubbles are great.
Nice.
No, it doesn't bubble; it just drips.
Oh.
What do you think of that makes you that sad?
I'm getting hungry.
Amy, what do you think of? Because I do a little acting myself.
I'm not little is the operative word.
I'm not in your league. Like when I have to cry, I take both of my pointer fingers and I crook them and I rub them under my eyes and I go boo hoo. I'm not particularly good or funny. So, what do you think of that makes you really sad? Besides the fact at that attempt at humor, what do you think of that makes you sad enough to cry?
Yeah, now she's gonna cry.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I can't give away my tricks.
Why? Because it won't work for anyone
Do you do
else.
what Burt Reynolds used to do? He used to pluck a nose hair out.
Would he really?
Yeah, he'd pull a nose hair out.
Well, he had none real on his head. He probably had to go for the nose.
This is back when he was a stud. But he used to pull a nose hair out. Like,
I don't know, it would make your eyes tear.
Yeah.
It does make
I
your
don't
eyes
know.
tear.
I don't believe you should torture yourself.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that.
Yes, he used to twist his balls in a vice
Yeah.
and think about Sally Field being teabagged by two of the Lakers. And all of a sudden the waterworks would happen.
Jesus Christ.
But I'm saying, like,
There's a lady on the phone
I like
here.
Amy very much. She's in The Wire. There's some very great violence.
Yeah,
hey,
she
listen.
deals with those people.
All right. Well, I wanted to know what you thought of because I think you're a great actress.
Hey,
Thank you.
with Gone Baby Gone hitting DVD today, could you tell us how the movie ends?
No, I haven't seen it, Amy.
What happened? What?
Don't
It
you
ends-
dare.
Let's see how brave she is. She's
no,
from
but
Queens.
it's a great edge of your seat movie. It's not just a whodunit.
Not if I'm on a couch.
I think people will be pleasantly surprised.
Did you like the ending?
Yeah, I do very much. Yeah,
It
I
seemed
like
like-
that it doesn't wrap it up in a Hollywood big bow, like it,
Yeah, absolutely.
it really gets people talking.
I was hoping it was going to end the other way.
Me too, with the credits not rolling.
Yeah. But no, but I definitely, it was a really, really good movie. It was definitely a different type of movie too, which I enjoy. So
Yeah, thank you. Well,
and Amy, you were great in it.
thank you. I hope everyone gets to see it now.
Well, good luck to you at the Oscars and all that. I mean, I really
Thank
do
you, guys.
hope you win. I'm a fan, and you're tremendous on The Wire.
Thank you.
And you're really
oh,
great.
you know what? Michael K. Williams, who plays Omar, is also in Gone Baby Gone.
Is he really?
Wire fans. Yeah, it's kind of switch. I'm kind of the bad guy, and he's the good guy.
He's
He plays a cop.
He's having a really good season 5 too. Omar to me
He's
is
an
one.
amazing actor.
He really is great. Is he gay in real life? I mean, you're not outing him. Is he open about being gay, or is he not gay?
I don't think he is, but I don't know him, personally, so I don't know about his personal
Yeah,
life.
because I don't think you had any scenes
And I
with
don't
him.
think he is.
Wow, if he's not gay, this scenes where he's like tenderly kissing other men, and he's really great. If he's not gay, he's a better actor than I thought.
not tough to
Would you
do.
take that role, Jimmy?
And
Would you tenderly kiss other men?
If I could play it as good as he did and be the great character he is, of course I would.
You really would, huh?
To be Omar on The Wire, the guy's
That would be rough.
fantastic.
That's the best character ever on TV.
It really is.
Whoa,
Well,
now,
he's-
hold on
he's
over here.
But he's great. He's a very
Really?
believable. Yeah, because they don't.
Better than fucking Tony Soprano? Come on, stop with this
Well,
shit.
I like Tony Soprano, but
Please.
I prefer Omar. But it's
Yeah,
only
but
because
Tony-
he's
Tony-
shooting people and
you're
out there
voting
getting
for
laid.
Barack anyway.
Tony wasn't really acting, though. That's the problem. That was just him.
Yeah, check out Michael Williamson.
Right. There's no acting there.
All right,
He
well,
just
I
has
didn't
a
know
good
that.
personality in real life.
Okay.
Was he play a cop?
Carmela.
Yeah.
You guys are bold talking about James Gandolfini that way.
I know, he'd knock you out.
I didn't say that. I'm a-
Crazy. He's going to come kick your ass.
Ooh, I've been working on my triceps. I'm not worried.
I'd love him to.
See,
don't mess with
now I
those.
know why I
There
was
you
doing
go.
my triceps.
There you go.
All right. So, Amy, can you do that cock line one more time
Please.
before we let you go?
I don't know where her mother is.
Oh.
I don't know. I can't remember it.
It smells like everything smells like fucking.
Smells like cock in here.
There you go, cock.
There you go. Now apply
I'm
your
from Boston. She said it perfect.
Now apply your best Boston.
Oh, you are too. What am I saying?
Fucking cock.
Cock.
Thank you, Amy, so much, and good luck at the Oscars. We
guys.
really do hope
Thanks
you win.
very much.
Yes.
All right?
I'm
Amy
going to get
Ryan.
the movie tonight.
Take care, Amy.
Actually, because
Cool.
I've heard so much about it.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
really
Amy.
cool, man.
Take care. Thanks for calling.
All right,
Nice
bye.
chick.
All right.
She was on the phone. I'm glad I didn't say anything bad.
goes.
But, she was
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah, good thing you weren't, vulgar,
Hey,
rude, crude.
did I order an omelet or was that a mirage?
Fucking Nick.
What happened?
Kenny in the comments from a different place.
What? Oh, is it?
Oh, tuna fish.
Yeah, Kenny just runs around all morning getting food.
What's it? Where's Kenny? Is he around?
He's
What's he,
somewhere.
a bodyguard or something? What's the?
He's a little of
Yeah.
everything.
Huh?
He's a gopher, a bodyguard, a retard,
He's my road manager.
a dried hair ass.
Is he?
He's a guy I bring on the road for security and to do everything. He's an ex-cop. He's a very
I was gonna say
He comes in handy.
Looks like a.
He tells
Ass
stories
kicker.
about the old day because he was on the force when you could do things.
Right.
And he talks about some fun stories that tuning people up. We didn't used to just bring everybody in. Sometimes we drop them off after we beat them senseless.
So I told McCluskey, just have him held up and hit him.
How's the Italian food here? You dummy.
I love that question.
Worst question ever. How's the Italian food
I don't know
in
how
this
that got
place?
into the script. I picked it up when I was 10. I'm like, what the fuck kind of question is that?
Yeah.
It sucks, but the Mexican is delicious. Try the sushi, stupid. The fuck?
That dumb Mick, what did he know?
How's
Fucking
the
McCluskey. Hey, how's the Italian food here? Shut up.
I'm
It's
gonna
going to be coming out your throat in a second.
I'm gonna talk to Michael in Mexican, okay? Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, whatever you got to do. Just call me old
Good Sterling
spaghetti
Hayden.
larynx.
What's his name? Sterling
Hayden.
Yes. He was like a lead in the 50s. Ever seen these like black and white? He's like a handsome.
Oh, one of those guys. Yeah,
yeah.
it's funny.
It's
And he's just
amazing.
some old haggard cop.
Yeah.
I've seen a movie called I believe it was called The Killer or The Killing by Kubrick. He's got quite a resume.
Yeah, he's got some serious, like Angela Lansbury and shit. She was like a
Yeah,
little
she was
lady.
like supposed to be a hottie.
Just that name. What is it? I know.
Yeah, just
One of my oldest jokes. I was so awful when I started. I hate Angela Lansbury. Her show. I wish it was called Murdered She Was.
Oh God! Don't. Why?
Hey, we're going over your tape tomorrow.
Yeah.
Jimmy's first time on TV from like 10, 11 years ago.
Friday night videos from '96 or '97.
Yeah, Nick,
Friday
we bring
night video.
we bring in old tapes of ourselves and just beat each other up. So tomorrow it's Jimmy's turn.
I sucked a fucking uncut dick. I was horrendous. Just high energy. Please love me. Just a desperate little character. How we doing? Fucking asshole.
You put on a little voice.
Hi. First TV show I ever did was the Joan London show.
Wow.
Really bring
Joan
it in.
London.
Bring it
The
in.
studio is in New Jersey. She's fucking heckling me as I'm doing my stand-up.
Oh shit!
She's like, do the stuff about your father.
Really?
Yes.
Dude,
Well, I'm doing
shut
stand-up.
the fuck up.
Yeah, that's sort of the look I gave her.
We got
Oh, my
Sydney.
God.
Sydney on instant feedback from Kentucky. Hey guys, if Ron Paul buying ads on the virus didn't get your attention, nothing will. He's giving you guys money for God's sakes. Oh, really? He actually ran a commercial on our channel.
Did he?
I'm not sure if that's the commercial.
Oh, my God.
We got Ron Paul audio because I got to hear Nick's
Let's hear
impression.
Ron Paul a little bit.
We're going to take a break and see where our omelets are. Where is this? Right here. Okay.
I'm Ron Paul, and I'm the only presidential candidate who'll bring our troops home from Iraq immediately
Oh, he's
and
reading
stop
this.
wasteful government spending. But here's something else I care about, and I hope you do too. The war on terror and the growth of big government have had a dangerous side effect. The loss of privacy rights for the American people.
That's bullshit.
Both parties have put their pet schemes ahead of our rights. Not me. As president, I won't stand for it. No national ID card, no invasion of privacy.
What?
I'm Ron Paul, and I approve this message.
That's where he lost me, right there.
Yeah,
Right
you
there.
know something?
Can you name one person that has fucking had their civil rights violated? Do you know anybody
I don't
who knows
know anybody.
who fucking knows anybody?
Who got like hauled away in the middle of the night
Thank
for
you.
saying something or
they
or did something and it was caught on camera and they got in trouble. One of these little cameras that are hidden around. No, Because if you just go about your business. And what the fuck is the problem with the national fucking identification card? You ever have a passport?
Yes, I'll tell you what
you ever
the
get a
problem
driver's
is.
license? You have a fucking...
The problem,
Social Security.
Here's the fucking problem with that stupid thing.
Jimmy.
If they want to know your name, they can see it.
Exactly.
I want privacy.
Exactly.
You got to show ID to do anything.
Exactly. To get a fucking get that movie tonight that Amy Ryan's in, I got to show my fucking ID.
Show your fucking ID. And what's the problem then? A national ID? Oh, why? Because it's a government issued thing? What do you call a license or a passport?
Thank you. It's that paranoia of the government.
Yeah.
After Watergate, that's still fucking.
They're going to get in there, and well, once they have that,
Ask
Jose
Padilla about his right. Oh, the guy that was caught with a dirty bomb and fucking.
Yeah.
All right, omelets are here. Break time.
Nick was fucking.
Who gives a shit about politics? Opie and Anthony, Nick DiPaolo, Borgata, Saturday night. Hit the spots. We got to eat.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to take a break now. And Opie and Anthony and Jim Norton, that's our comic. And you can keep you smiling. And we want you to be right there when we come back. So don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
All right. The show continued during the break. Talking about legs and cleavage and sexual harassment. HR.
All kinds of fun, good stuff.
Well, Nick is in agreement. You got the girls in the workplace looking hot as hell, and the guy snaps every once in a while, and it's his problem. I just don't get that. You come to work with all your cleavage showing, and we're not supposed to look at it. You get in trouble for just looking at cleavage at this point.
Yeah, you can't even look. You can't compliment. You can't really do anything. If you do the up down, it's actually we read the manuals that they give you for sexual harassment and all that crap.
Written by some chick with a fucking goatee. Fucking giant
exactly.
Right.
You're not even supposed to do the up down with your eyes. That's a natural fucking thing.
Of course it is.
That you do. If someone an attractive woman walks in the door, you're gonna do the up down.
I did it to Chuck Liddell, for Christ's sake.
You got to give Chuck the up down.
Fuck him. I just want to make sure.
They want
just
the
sizing up.
They want the benefits of dressing sexy. They want the benefits of using that advantage when they want it. But they don't want anybody who they don't want looking at them. It really is irritating.
I think a lot of the broads don't even agree with it. You know what I mean?
No.
A lot of the few office, that's the beauty of being in stand-up for the last 20 years. Haven't been in an office. But when I get thrown into CBS, I have my own gig. I didn't know any of those rules applied. I'm like, nice tits. Oh, everybody's looking at me. What are you, an asshole? What the fuck did I say?
That?
You could do an 84 when I got out of college. They're like, yeah, that was over a fucking quarter century ago.
Yeah, human resources for a radio station. I've never acknowledged that they exist. They've been part of radio now for, I think, close to 10 years. I don't even acknowledge them. I'm like, stop. This isn't like, fucking give me a company out there.
IBM.
Yeah,
Exxon!
Exxon!
Those boys over at IBM.
No, that's the go-to one. This isn't IBM. It's a dumb radio show at a dumb radio station playing a few Zeppelin and Red Hot Chili Pepper records. I mean, we shouldn't be in the same category as the IBM guys.
Yeah, and if you're working at IBM and you're a chick and you're wearing a really short skirt and your tits are hanging out, they should be able to fuck you on the copier. Right, without any repercussions.
Because we're visual creatures, right, Nick?
Exactly.
Guys are very, very visual creatures.
That's right. We like to look at a girl's breasts. Breasts, fucking nipples poking through. I like to bite them.
I like the fucking nipples.
I like to twist them. So they say, Uncle.
That's right.
When I did my little fucking 3 lines on The Sopranos, we had the read around the day before at the gym. What's her name? Drea De Matteo.
Oh, yeah.
Like sitting across from me with like a
She looks like the young Madonna.
I missed my fucking line.
Really?
I was staring right at her fucking crotch.
Could you see anything?
And I still got the gig.
Nice.
Well, I had it at that point, but they were all laughing. I went, oh, sorry. What was it? Embarrassing.
That's great. Hey, we're going back in time a little bit. Anthony was talking about the 9th annual HBO Young Comedian Special.
Yes.
And we got a couple highlights of the special that you were talking about.
Some lowlights.
Well, we got Richie Gold.
Oh, Jesus, I remember that one.
I was watching last night and just going, oh my God, was this ever funny? And then you realize a lot of the shit was new, but it just after about 5 years it became such hack.
Yeah.
And everyone was doing it because there were 10 million comics out there.
Yep.
It just thank God that shit got weeded down.
Yeah,
remember how many
exactly.
shows there were?
Oh.
Every fucking Friday and Saturday night, you'd flip around the channels, and it's another dork in front of a brick wall with the fucking
I was
suspenders.
Gonna say, it was 100 channels of brick fucking walls.
Brick
It was like
walls
fucking flipped his house.
with wacky fucking logos and names and thin ties. And guys
bright-
just
bright
with
yellow
the
sweaters.
same shit over and over.
What's up with all the cursing? Sean Hannity's going to be listening to this later today.
Oh,
in the replay.
sorry, Mr.
Sean, if
Hannity.
you're listening to this, we apologize.
The rolled up shirt sleeves.
Yeah.
Fucking suit jacket all rolled up. I was noticing.
Thin
were
ties.
What are you noticing? That after 1992, you'll fucking still be working for $80 a week? You fucking non-writer.
So you want to hear some Richie?
jokes.
Richie
You bet
Gold?
I do. I don't even know what Richie Gold does.
Oh boy,
Listen to this.
Comes bringing the
That's
fun.
not a good. That's not a good sound, Nick.
What year is this? Do we have a year?
To collect residual checks.
What year is this, Nick? When you did HBO Information?
80.
According to his material, 1876.
This was on HBO, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta tell you something, I haven't always been a comedian. At one time, I taught in the New York City school system.
Speech therapist guy?
Yeah, I was a speech teacher.
Speech teacher.
I had a lot of famous students. I taught Sylvester Stallone how to talk.
You know what? Let me tell you about Richie Gold. He came to Boston when I was first starting out at Nick's Comedy Club, where they throw he was like pretty popular. Richie Gold. He was just a headline. He was a national headliner. Comes up to Boston. He's a headliner at Nick's. I was there this night too. And Nick's is infamous for bringing out of towners who think they're hot shit, and putting on Sweeney, Gavin, all these guys who are gods, and he was that. And I saw it. Chance Langton came in. Gavin was the host, who's the funniest guy in the face of the earth. Sweeney came in. They threw Sweeney on. And then it was supposed to be like Kevin Knox. And then Richie Gold was supposed to be the headliner. Chance Langton comes in with his guitar. Well, I hate song parody, but he was the best in the world at it. They put him on. I mean, fucking standing ovation, 350 people, and then they bring this guy up, fucking crickets.
Oh, shit.
They wanted to murder him 30 seconds. He's got that heavy New York accent, and fucking these Irish kids from like
Yankees
Southeast. Suck. Yeah, fucking these Irish kids with red eyelashes. They go, fuck you fucking
red eyelashes.
Red fucking eyebrow. You know the ones that are really
Every
blonde?
bit of hair is red on them.
Yes, and then they get these mean freckled faces, and they're giving them the finger and shit. Oh my God, did he take a beating? And everybody's giggling, It's like, fuck, man.
I didn't have a chance.
Let's go to Shane in the Bronx. Shane, what's up?
If you listen very closely, that sounds like Club Soda Kenny in his early years.
Yeah.
Have a good day, gentlemen.
All right, there is a little Club Soda Kenny in there. You want to hear a little more?
Yeah, he's not bad.
All right.
France has an ambassador. Come to France, see the Eiffel Tower. England has an ambassador. Come to England, see the Queen. So I'm thinking in America, every state is the size of most countries. So why not have an ambassador from every state? For example, the ambassador from New Jersey, Bruno Three Fingers Finelli. Hey, come to Atlantic City. 10-1, you don't make it.
Holy shit, quite a response.
They
Where
are-
was he? Rascals?
They're
Fucking West Orange?
They're roaring.
Yeah, they're
You
liking
hear
it.
that? That must have been like, West Orange.
By the way, this isn't that bad.
No.
Right?
No, he was,
Huh?
This isn't that bad.
No, I see some really awful
You
ones
gotta
back
get,
then.
yeah. I was just watching last night. It was some awful
This
shit.
one guy.
As soon as I was in England, I was in a restaurant. I asked them if they had English muffins. They never heard of them.
Old gag.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but when you're in
Okay.
England, the muffins would. Oh, I see. You would think to call them something else over there.
I'm going to try that one in my gig at the Borgata.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday. How about Maurice Lamarche or Lamarche? Or
No, I don't remember him or her.
Lamarche?
Oh, Lamar.
Not Maurice,
Lamarche?
the black Maurice.
No,
No.
it's just TV.
Right. He's the master impressionist.
Oh, I love impersonations.
I do
He
too.
does these impersonations. You'd think it was the real people.
People ask me, how did you get started doing impressions? I really had to watch a lot of television when I was a kid.
Wow.
And I cut my
Different.
impressionist teeth on Saturday morning TV.
How else would you get him?
Natasha, we must get Moose and Squirrel.
Yes, Boris, darling.
Fluffer and Fluckatash.
Oh, by George, Quincy Magoo, you've done it again. Oh, Phineas J. Whoopi, you're the greatest. Come along, Chumley. Gee, Tennessee.
That's from HBO? That's on an HBO site.
Jesus Christ.
There's nothing more degrading than somebody doing somebody else's voice. Damn.
Was that an HBO special?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I missed that one. I thought I had a holiday.
Okay, Fred. Come on, Betty. Come on, Bam Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Gosh, Yogi, I don't think the Ranger's gonna like this.
Wow.
Nice. I know I didn't.
Where can I get a seat?
Let's get Dan involved. Dan, what did you think?
Yes, Dan.
Good impressionist or what?
He's good. Oh.
Well, at least he didn't do that awful thing where you said, like, somebody did on Last Comic last season, like, imagine Jack Nicholson and,
they
J.J.
put them
Walker
together, yeah.
and the Wizard of Oz. Why would you imagine
that's
that?
good. I imagine that all the time, and now I'm actually going to get to see someone act it out.
Oh.
They actually ask you. Can you imagine?
Can you
No.
imagine?
And there's a reason no one else has up to this point, you dink.
I'm actually imagining you dropping dead. Can I see that?
Well, he does a little more. Let's see.
My favorite stars.
Oh, no.
A tribute.
Oh, boy. He's turning around right now, going,
It might be.
Remember me? I just want you all to know that Maurice LaMarche is a very close and personal friend of my brother Billy.
Maurice makes me proud to say that I'm an American. That's because he's a Canadian.
Keep going backwards. Do some Eisenhower.
Is he a comic? Jesus, I forgot. I just thought he was doing great with him.
Little Arthur.
I am Arthur. Where the hell's my hat? I hate it when that happens. I race cars, I play tennis, I fondle women, but I have weekends off, and I am my own boss. Hobson, do you want to run my bath for me?
He's just doing the whole movie. It's not even like funny
it's not even
situation.
written
He should
jokes.
be,
have Arthur getting blown in a hot tub by Jimmy Walker. At least mix it up a little bit.
That's my hat, and there's pudding in it.
Oh,
I've got the club foot and pudding under my wig. When I sneeze, it sounds like a fish tank being shook around.
Shucka.
Got a lump in me head, Hobson. And in me shoe. From head to toe. I'm no good. I don't even sound like him.
I can't even play chopsticks on the piano with my pudding brain.
That's right. I can't believe I like this needle-nosed, ugly cunt Liza. Susan Johnson, quite a sucking my dick by a horse stable.
Hey, we're the assholes, though. This Maurice LaMarche.
He does great. He sounds great voices. I mean, I'll say that.
Why, is he a millionaire now or something?
Well, he does half the voices on Futurama. He also does voices on a little show called The Simpsons.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me.
He does the voice.
Son of a
Come
bitch.
on, I knew he was good. I thought he was very good.
Fucker.
And he does the voice of the Brain.
That's glad I'm trying to write socially relevant jokes and shit and fucking dying in obscurity.
Look at us making fun of a guy that's a multi-millionaire doing very, very well out there in Hollywood.
I had Tennessee Tuxedo Don in 4th fucking grade. And this motherfucking parlayed it into $1 zillion.
Well, yeah. And if that wasn't good enough, he most of the Animaniacs voices. And, a guy named Mel Blanc died. Well, he decided to do a lot of the voices from Looney Tunes.
Jesus.
After Mel Blanc died.
This guy had a great
Holy
agent.
shit.
Yeah, so let's just keep laughing at the hack.
That idiot hack.
Because this was supposed to be let's laugh at the hack bit.
He's doing these bits from the 43rd story of his house.
Right.
Jesus H. Christ. I could have done Tennessee Tuxedo and Chumley.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And what are we doing today? We're going to say fuck another 100 times.
Hey, but everyone said
that's
You
just
guys have
wonderful.
done all right. Don't kid yourself.
Oh, yeah, I know. But still. All right, we're going to move on to something else then. That bit didn't
no
work.
more hack.
Well, no, because, we
like
don't
the
like
hack.
to tear down somebody.
Honestly, his voices sucked back then. They were almost good.
Almost there.
They were
I guess
just
he
off,
got
right?
I guess he got it down.
Certainly
Made a lot
did.
of money. Fuck 'em.
Certainly did.
Fuck them, I say.
Hey, we were talking about technology earlier today. With what? The tracking.
Oh, the tracking.
There were a
button.
few things we were talking about. There's a bit that's been kind of hanging around, and it's perfect for Nick, I think. Commercials of biggest product failures ever.
Biggest product failures ever.
Commercials of biggest product.
Anthony's going to remember most of these.
Yeah,
I look at the list. I
watched a lot of that
remember.
shit.
So will Fanny probably auditioned for most of them.
I remember about
You guys
four
all
of these.
blew 'em.
Four of these. So let's start with this fine commercial for Polavision.
Polavision.
Imagine if someone invented a wonderful box and gave you a way to catch little pieces of your life so that you could see them again anytime by just dropping them into the box. Now, wouldn't that be something? Well, it is something. Polavision. Polaroids, instant movies. Seconds after you shoot, you've got it. And you'll still have it even when certain persons go off to college.
Or die.
Instant movies, huh?
Wow.
I guess a little something called video killed that whole fucking idea, didn't it?
Yeah, what was that about?
It was.
What year was that?
You could develop film.
Oh, can I go backwards again?
It is a white guy once again being betrayed in a commercial as
Yeah.
a Mameluke. Anyways.
Oh, yeah, there
a
you
hairy
go.
white guy
There
with
you
no
go.
shirt on.
Unlikable fucking lump.
As a
Surprised the cop is white, though. That's
I know, that did surprise me.
As his fat
Bad
wife
example.
gets the shirt out of the dryer.
There you go.
Hey, this guy Chris from Oklahoma City, you guys interviewed him.
What?
Going backwards to comedian dude. No, they might be getting it confused with what's his name, who used to do Howie's show.
Billy West.
Billy West.
Billy
Thank
West.
you.
Oh, Billy, yeah. Billy's good.
Because I don't think
Yeah,
we.
Billy's real good.
I don't think we interviewed. See, I got to look his name up again. Maurice.
No, I don't think so.
All right, so what do you got? Polavision. Do you remember this, Ant?
Yeah. It was just like, because Polaroid put it out, it was just like their regular still cameras, but it was with film. And I remember it was pathetically short. Like, you couldn't really film a lot.
Couple seconds.
Yeah, it was
5
really
seconds,
short, and it didn't come out very well.
Do we
and
know
then
wh-
video kind of killed
Do we know
it,
why
so-
these things failed?
Video.
Because any type of moving picture thing you would think would have done very well.
Nah.
Maybe
so
it
something
was
else
right
was going
before
on.
something else. Sometimes if they came out right before a much better technology, that's probably why.
Right.
What year was that?
Yeah.
The
42,
Polar.
1942.
You got it,
year.
Dan?
Late 70s looks like.
Oh,
1977.
late
Jesus.
70s.
Okay. People already gearing up for the video camcorders and stuff.
And now you got it on your cell phone.
Done.
Didn't that
Yeah.
But does it creep you out all that the late 70s was over 30 years ago?
Yeah, I know. You
Freak,
think that's like, what the fuck happened?
I was 16, 17.
Yeah. Where did that go?
What the fuck, man?
We said the 70s was the greatest decade. Jimmy, what's...
I'm chilly. Oh, I'm drinking a goddamn cool thing.
And I remember thinking, like, the year 2000 was going to be some fucking amazing, futuristic bullshit thing. In the 70s, I was thinking, holy shit.
Yeah.
Now, the year 2000 is going to be amazing. Space and fucking, we're going to Mylar suits. We're going to be flying around in cars.
Flying around like the fucking guy checking on women putting their frozen food in baggies. That commercial? What the fuck was it?
I thought...
Remember the guy with a jetpack?
Yeah.
Checking in.
Guy. Yeah, he had the jetpack, and he'd come fucking land.
Make sure you're keeping things fresh in your Ziploc bag.
I thought we'd wake up in the year 2000, the first day, and there'd be a big like news bulletin where to drop off your car and get your flying car.
Yeah.
Like it was like, okay, we're just waiting to the year 2000, and then you get to drop your car off
and
get the brand new
nothing.
unbelievable car.
We got more conveniences. I think we didn't see. I think we thought it was going to be a lot more mechanical advances. Than computer advances.
It is all computer.
It's all computer
Yeah.
and electronics now. The car is still an internal combustion fucking engine.
Right.
It looks better, but it's still, you fucking put gas in it and you drive, and there's telephone
true.
poles, and there's this, that. But you have your nav systems, you got your computerized crap in there, your phones with the cameras and everything else. That's pretty much, we didn't see that coming, but...
And I'm going to die by the hands of a fucking iPod in my car. That was designed to paralyze you. They might as well put a picture of somebody with a feed tube in their fucking I mean, I've come this close to hitting the fucking wall on the Sawmill Parkway every night that I drive into the cellar. I'm scrolling through my playlists looking for fucking Air Supply.
Looking for that inspirational song to get you ready for your set.
Yes! And I fucking look up. I'm a cunt here away from the... Whoa!
If they ever fucking came up with something more dangerous than driving and talking on a cell phone, it's driving and texting.
Fucking scrolling through a list.
Scroll through a list, because now you're reading,
And
you're looking
texting,
down. You're doing everything you're not supposed to do. I don't need to look out the window. And when you start thinking about, like, I'm doing fucking 70 miles an hour.
Yes.
This thing is hurtling with no eyes. It's now an unguided bomb.
And I'm trying to find the comma button. Fucking, I don't want to... And, you know, you look up and somebody's at a dead standstill 50 feet ahead of you. How's that going to end?
And it feels so natural, too, because I was just driving and went up to the mountains over the weekend, and all of a sudden my girl's like, what are you doing? And I'm driving 70, 75 miles an hour. I'm like, I'm emailing Kenny. What's your problem?
Like, fucking, like, you know, you're staring with like your index finger.
Oh, yeah, you don't even think twice about it. Like, what? I'm just emailing.
Picture years ago. Years ago, your dad in the car. And as he's driving, he's typing a letter next to him with a big fucking old typewriter. Ding, and driving down the street. You'd be going, what the fuck are you doing? That's exactly what you're doing.
That's what, it's the fucking, and people are dying every day because of that
Every day.
Every day. Those girls upstate about
5 of them or something.
Swerved. And it was right, they had the proof that she was on her fucking
in the middle of a text.
What was she writing?
Wham.
Just I don't know.
Writing I miss you or something. Because it's all mundane crap anyway. You're
Hopefully
right.
it was something like, I can't wait to suck that big black, and then you just hear, ouch. What about a naughty?
You know, I thought by the year 2000...
LOL, lost our legs.
Yeah.
RAOL, rolling all over freeway.
It is made for that shit. It is
really
fucking.
is.
And I can't believe. And I tell my wife about it. I remember reading, going. I read something in the paper. It's like, 7 out of 10 accidents are caused by. Next day, she gets me like a fucking thing I can plug into the. I'm like,
the
how am I supposed
hands
to take
free
that?
and
I thought by the year 2000 we would figure out the whole like driving like. When you're driving down the highway and another car's coming at you, I thought they would have figured that out by now. Like maybe make 2 separate.
That it's
fucking
impossible
lanes.
to get into a head-on collision in this day and age.
Why am I trusting not 1 or 2, but hundreds and hundreds of other drivers? As I speed by them as they're going the other way.
Yeah, you're
Why can't we
trusting
figure that shit out?
none of these cars bump together.
Yeah,
they're not on tracks.
You know, if back in the day, if you saw one car coming at you, you'd be freaked out. But now we take it for granted. You're just assuming they're going to do the right thing, and they're not on their fucking iPods. And
That's right. That's how Kinnison died.
Yeah.
Guy swerved into his fucking
Right
lane
into
in a
his
pickup
lane.
truck.
Yep.
Wham.
For that fucking day.
And then bragged about it.
What do you mean bragged about it?
He bragged.
That he was the guy that killed Sam Kinison.
He used
It's on
to-
his resume.
He used to go around saying, "Yeah, I was the guy that killed Kinison." He used to walk around.
Was he
That
bragging about it? What
Oh
a
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Scumbag.
Absolutely. Yeah, we could get his brother on. He'll tell you the whole story. We've had Sam's brother on a few times. All right, here's another commercial for another product that failed miserably.
Meet the lady. Her name is Lisa, and she's the most exciting thing to happen in computers today. The Lady Lisa, beautiful, a classic triumph for Apple. Pure and simple graphic images and a clever pointing device called a mouse. But most importantly, unlimited expandability, unlimited power. Lisa, from Apple.
She's
the
queefing.
future today at Wallace Micromart.
Is that a computer? Yes, from Apple.
You remember the? It was called the Apple Lisa.
Yeah, ain't she beautiful,
Lisa. That thing is stupid.
What an ugly fucking machine.
Yeah. Is that a portable?
But see, back then it wasn't about something looking good. You know?
82.
That's right. It was about, you know what.
That's right.
Let's see what it's got. It's got 5.25-inch Twiggy floppy drives.
Ooh, that's nice.
All right.
It was supposed to be the Mac pretty much killed it. I mean, the Apple Mac killed this.
Some support for up to 2 megabytes of RAM.
Get the really?
Wow.
2 meg. What do you store on that? 1 letter? Dear Frank, I need a new computer. High five me, someone.
I'll give you an air one.
All right, across the table.
It had a 5 megahertz processor.
Oh my! You know, someone is still waiting for a response. They sent something in '82, and it's still downloading. 5 megahertz
On his Lisa.
Is that good, Jimmy?
And it only takes up half your bedroom.
Yeah. Like the ENIAC.
It's like a fucking refrigerator with a TV screen and a
You got to kick
fucking
your twin,
package from FedEx on top of it.
You got to kick your twin brother out of your room so you can have a computer.
Oh wait, Steve Jobs was forced. God, this fucking LASIK works. I can read that from here.
Wow.
Steve Jobs was forced out of the Lisa project, so he joined the Macintosh project instead. Contrary to popular belief, the Macintosh is not a direct descendant of the Lisa, although there are obvious similarities between the systems and the final revision. The Lisa 210 was modified and sold as the Macintosh.
Oh.
I can't believe I can see that from here.
Lisa 210, that was my girlfriend's nickname in high school.
What?
You ready to move on to the next one?
I can read from here. I got 22,000. That's right.
Can we, want the next one?
Whatever you need read, I'll read it.
Well, no.
Need something read? I'll read.
That's why we played the audio, so it's less reading for us.
Oh.
We figured that one out, 2-3 years ago. Arch Deluxe. Do you remember this product?
Not by name.
I see you press L. G-O-L might stand for lobby, but for me, Chef Andrew, L stands for lettuce. Crisp iceberg lettuce, just one of the ingredients on McDonald's Arch Deluxe, America's favorite new burger. I just can't help myself. I love it.
What was the problem with a burger?
Yeah, it was a burger with lettuce and tomato. They fucking wasn't that what your Arch Deluxe was? Seriously.
Do you know, Thad? Why did this product fail?
I'm looking at a picture of it
Because
right now.
it had been
Biggest
around.
product failures ever, the Arch Deluxe. What was wrong with it?
Because it was trying to compete with the Whopper.
I know why. They put avocado on it. Avocado.
It was just like a
was
burger.
Popular.
Yeah,
it
it was a
wasn't because
burger.
They were trying to compete
With lettuce and tomato.
All
Yeah,
right.
they're trying to do the
They're
fucking
trying to do the Whopper
thing.
but they didn't have that, so they used octopus cum. And they thought it would take off.
Is that the special sauce? Nothing more delicious than a warm tomato on a burger. Fucking stupid.
Is that the only thing? Dumb tomatoes and lettuce?
It really was. They
Yeah.
put it in a nice box.
You can see what it's got. Yeah, a bun, secret sauce.
Yeah.
Onions, lettuce, tomato.
Wow.
Beef.
Somebody was working
American
overtime.
cheese.
Wow.
But wasn't this the McDLT?
Wow. See, I'm confused now. See, that shows your marketing. They just rename shit and sell it to you again.
Remember the McDLT? It was the burger on one side, and then the
That's a hot
lettuce
and
and
cold
tomato
thing.
on the other.
You're right.
And it was in some big styrofoam box.
thing. Yeah, there's homeless people living in them now.
Fucking- yeah. If one of these things would ruin the environment,
Well,
you throw it out.
Yeah, that's what ruined the fucking, the ozone. I blame the ancestors again.
I
those
forgot
dopes.
about that.
It was also.
We've been attacking the ancestors all morning long there, Nick. How
Yeah,
dumb-
I heard you on the way in. I
Yeah,
was
you were part
laughing.
of it. You got in on that.
Power
one.
windows.
Okay,
Who
good.
would have come up with that?
It was also,
Yeah.
I guess, very expensive.
Oh, is that the problem?
Yeah,
Price
pickles
point
are going
seems
through the roof in '86. Fucking.
Yeah.
McDonald's spent $300 on research, production, and marketing for the Arch Deluxe.
How much?
$300 million.
Oh, $300 million.
That guy's working at a car wash in Seattle now. Look at this.
Yeah, I was the guy.
I used to be some. Shut up.
It's a bad name. It's
me
a
a-
bad name for a product.
Arch
Arch
Deluxe?
Deluxe.
Arch Deluxe.
Yeah, it sounds like a guy's name.
They should just called it.
Coach Arch Deluxe
That's
went
right.
7-0 this year in the
They
SEC.
should just called it the Chopper or something. I mean, they're
Yes.
ripping off the Whopper. Just change the first letter.
How about the unoriginal burger?
Yeah, right.
Nitwits.
That's right.
How about the hoo-hoo burger?
That's right. How about the cunt on a bun? It sounds crazy to us, but
Sounds crazy. What are you talking about? That's
Well,
fantastic.
think of word of mouth. I mean, come on.
that's right.
On a bun.
Oh, can I have some cow asshole cooked? Why not?
Let's go to McDonald's. Have eaten cunting. Do it.
All right, we're going to go to the next product.
I got a funny joke too. The
Yeah?
chicken McNuggets, like I'm like, well, I don't know chickens have nuggets. It's like, I give the crowd a look like we all know where I'm going with this. You know, it's all how you look at them.
You're the worst.
I got a fucking Cialis.
You're
rod
looking
right
at him
now.
like Ronnie Gold.
You want to see his Cialis hard on, Nick? He likes
It just
to show
happens
people.
sometimes. I'm looking at something on Paddle Talk.
You say Cialis? You say Cialis.
Oh, tomato. It all equals this. Oh,
He's just the worst.
I just knocked
my
over my
God.
fucking Oh.
See that?
Oh, I just knocked over my fucking goddamn juice.
It's like a bad ad for Cialis.
You're just the worst.
For those special times.
Somebody's getting some.
Yeah, I knocked it over with my
Spill your
hard
juice.
cock. That's a great ad for Cialis.
Good.
I fucking knocked over my juice.
You're going to pull a China syndrome.
I can still drink it, though.
All right, let's go to the next one. You ready here?
Tampons.
Man, you all right?
Oh,
Here we go.
fantastic.
All right, here's the next product failure. Now, this one we all know, finally.
If you think network television is a little boring, start your own network. With the Sony Betamax and the portable Sony videotape camera, you can do just that. You can record what you want when you want, and watch what you want when you want. It's the best family entertainment on television. One more shot, Ma. Come on, smile.
This is the best birthday I've ever had.
Oof. Fucking
oh my God!
I know.
Fucking
Smile.
whining old biddy.
Oh my God! He walked in while she was sleeping with like the Mexican gardener, and she popped up, and his dick was in her. Come on, boss, smile. And he ruined her good birthday, and that's why she was crying. Fucking blubbering idiot, Ma. Lighten up! It's a camera.
Fucking beta.
Here, Ma, it's a Polaroid. Take a picture of your clit and give it to Dad.
Jesus Christ! Fluff it up.
Wow, this is. We love our Canadian callers. Hunter, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Good evening.
Yeah, McDonald's had pizza like 6-7 years ago in Canada. I don't know if he had it there in the States.
They
but
did.
It was
Did we?
pretty awful.
Yeah.
Pizza at McDonald's?
Yeah, it was called like McPizza.
Seriously?
Yeah. Fucking, we're like, no.
Boy, that must have went away in a week. Because I'll eat any pizza.
Yeah, we're not McDigging that. So it was a big McFlop.
And Mick sucks. Let's just.
I know,
How many Mick
fucking
jokes
remember
can we
that. And I love pizza. I don't give a shit what kind
Me too.
of it.
You give me a piece of pizza, I'm happy.
Yeah, baby.
What do we know about the Betamax? It was just.
It was legendary failure.
Yeah.
Flop. Beta tape. Didn't quite catch on.
Yeah, why? How come it was outdone by the other version?
VHS, people liked it better. I don't know why.
Was bigger.
It was bigger, yeah.
Which was so dumb about it.
And the beta was on a loop, I believe. It was almost like a cart. Like it was on a loop.
I put 40 grand into that, too.
Damn it.
You guys need
picked
anything
the wrong
red?
one.
What?
You guys need anything red?
No, we don't, Eagle Eye.
I can see you now. I can't read across the room, but I had bad eyes for many years, Nick.
Well, that's
Can
can
you
doesn't
read
surprise me
Steve's,
when you're having Korean pee in your fucking retina.
Read Steve's sexuality.
What?
I
Read
can
his
read that, too, and I haven't
No,
yet.
I have fucking, I have better vision. I don't have X-ray vision. Wow.
Sony produced a scaled-down version.
I just took the wind out of my own sails.
As the sails go
I was just sailing along.
flap and flutter down.
And they just flopped down limply. That
certainly-
last joke.
I
It wasn't
certainly-
even a swing and a miss. The bat was limp. I swung a fucking
didn't
wet
help-
spaghetti noodle.
I didn't help with the setup, that's for sure.
You're adrift with the tide.
No, you didn't. Can you see Steve's sexuality? Go.
Yeah, that was horrendous on
it's
my
all right.
part.
Well,
All right, let's go to the next product failure.
Suck this cock.
This one everyone knows. this was just a dumb idea.
I will now predict the exact moment in time when every single one of you will enjoy the best tasting Coca-Cola ever. It will be the very moment that you pick up this can, because inside this can is the new taste of Coca-Cola. The best tasting Coca-Cola ever. You will taste the new taste
I remember this.
immediately, and you will like it a lot. Now, if you're a Coke drinker, wait till you taste this one. If you're a Pepsi drinker, well, I predict we're going to be real friendly from here on in for a long, long time.
Yeah,
the new Coke. It was called Coca-Cola Jew.
New Coke.
Yeah, it was a big failure.
They say it's probably the biggest failure ever by a big company.
They also say it was kind of calculated, that they wanted to put out a new Coke that sucked and then bring back the old Coke under a brand new classic Coke thing to really pump that up.
Brave, man. Take that chance.
It is, but it's Coke. So how brave could it be? People are going to fucking buy it.
What was the deal? Pepsi was starting to take over, and Coke's numbers weren't that bad, and then they decided
I'm doing that with my career right now. I'm doing a lot of shitty comedy. That's how fucking funny I was in the 80s.
Make it seem better.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be doing shitty comedy at the Borgata?
No, nothing but the best of the Borgata.
End of the bit. End of the bit.
Yeah, really. Look at me backpedaling like a bitch. I don't give a shit.
You want to see bad comedy?
Ooh, yes, Jimmy.
This Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if you're on the West Coast, you check out Cobb's and Sandy Franny. There's going to be no laughs to be had whatsoever.
Not a one.
I'm going to bomb my face off.
Who doesn't want to see that?
Hey,
horribly.
The boys are starting a new bit. Now they're telling us, well, it's Lady Trucker. She's officially started the bit. Hi, fellas. This is a 65-mile-an-hour feedback. She's going 65 miles an hour.
She's typing you.
Shit. When will Black Phil be on the radio again?
What the fuck's Black Phil?
Was it this past Saturday or this coming Saturday? Patrice O'Neill does a show here on Saturday nights every once in a while called Black Phil. I think it's good. It didn't just pass, right? I think it's maybe this Saturday. Then.
What?
It did just pass? Danny? Danny's just...
April 5th is the next show.
April 5th,
so
okay.
Tune in.
All right, the next product failure.
PC Junior, a bright little addition to the family. Junior comes with bright computer ideas, like a keyboard that doesn't need a cord. You can get easy-to-use software like word processing, games and graphics your kids won't believe, plus a starting price you won't believe. And with easy-to-add options, Junior can grow up real fast. PC Junior, new from IBM.
Thank you, Kitty Carlisle. What the fuck? Got a 90-year-old lady pushing your product? That might have been the first
problem.
Yeah, try to unplug
was
the
the problem
keyboard.
with the PC Junior?
It was expensive. It was trying to compete, and they wanted $4 million for it.
Failure in the marketplace.
Failure in the marketplace.
Why did it fail?
It says at $669. The PC Junior's price was not competitive.
Why would you buy the Junior when fucking Senior was available? Obviously, had much more fucking wisdom and memory.
Experience. Yeah, it was twice as much as the Commodore 64 and the Atari 8-bit family. Yeah. Too much money.
Let's say hi to Ben in Georgia. Ben.
Gone into the computer business.
Yeah.
Hey guys, big fan of the show. I just wanted to point out, I heard that the reason why Beta did not survive was that the porn industry actually embraced VHF.
Wow.
Over the edge.
Fucking great point.
Great point.
Really?
You might be right, man. Yeah.
Can you imagine
I
that?
have no idea where I heard that from.
Well, what else would you need to watch at home alone? Pornography. So whatever, like that was probably the first take-home videos because you could watch.
Well,
movies
I don't know.
out.
I had a lot of nice home movies in my family, having picnics and playing.
Oh,
football.
but Nick, Nick,
You know
from
what I
your lips
mean?
to God's ears.
My sister's wedding. I kind of like that. Jerking
You
off
like
to my
reliving
nieces.
that?
Well, you guys have always mentioned that it's the pornography is what pushes technology forward.
That's true.
It's gotta be
absolutely true.
I had a great video of me, and I was doing a cookout, and I had a fucking thing
Apron
that said
on?
"Mama's Little Helper." Yeah, and I threw my wife in the pool, and we laughed. My brother got married on a roof.
I know what you're talking about.
Of course you do.
Of course I do.
All right, let's say hi to Josh in New Mexico. Josh.
I want him to fuck me.
Hey, I think 15 years ago, Pepsi made a Pepsi Clear or Crystal Pepsi, something like that. I don't remember because
Pepsi Clear, yes.
that's all I got. Punch
Pepsi.
out.
It sounds too much like Pepsi Clear stuff.
Snopes is saying that new Coke theory you had, Ann, is like BS.
Well, how do they know?
Because he drives a truck. For
How does Snopes know? Because it's like...
And Bill K. from Philly, hey, Ope, that porn story is an urban legend as well.
Boy, I guess we're spreading all kinds of disinformation here today.
Yeah,
That's not an urban
fuck us.
legend. And what were the first videos? They were porn videos as far as the biggest sellers. The biggest seller in the market. That's not bullshit.
And I want to say hi to Timothy McCoy. He's going 78 miles per hour, feedbacking in the fog, and he just wanted to say hi.
70,000 tons of fucking Idaho potatoes in his truck.
Right.
Got a fucking lady in front of him and a Cooper.
All right, let's move on to the next product here.
The DeLorean. Gull-wing doors rise effortlessly, beckoning you inside. The sleek, stainless steel DeLorean. Beautifully crafted for long life. The DeLorean is one of the most awaited automobiles in automotive history. Drive the DeLorean. Live the dream today.
I'm guessing it was the music in the commercial that buried that fucking...
And what's a bird?
Yeah, what the fuck
was that?
That's DeLorean snorting coke. His dirty ass. He had a nose whistle.
A little rock of coke in his nose.
Try the DeLorean.
What's the reason why that this thing fell? They give a reason?
The price?
No, DeLorean fucking fucked it up.
Yeah, remember the undercover sting?
Yeah.
Right?
He was pumping some cars out. It was, doing all right, and then
he got busted.
busted.
Selling coke. Remember the suitcase with money in it? And a
Oh,
hotel?
yeah. It was all kinds
Jesus
of great
Christ.
shit. He
How
fucked
fucking
up.
old are we?
Is he still in jail or no?
DeLorean still in jail? I don't know.
He's probably dead. And finally, we got the last one here.
What the fuck?
They'll know you've arrived when you drive up in the 1958 Edsel, the car that's truly new from nameplate to taillights. New from the front. New from the side. New from the rear.
Wow.
Only Edsel has the sleek, clean line design that sets it apart from the look-alike cars. And it combines new looks with the newest V8 engines in the world, the big new Edsel 400 and the power-packed Edsel 475. It is unlikely you have ever driven a car with so much real, usable power as the Edsel. And with Edsel's exclusive Teletouch drive, you drive more safely, more easily than you ever have before, because both hands can stay at the wheel while the Edsel shifts electrically. There's even the added luxury of new Edsel air suspension that's just like riding on air, because you are.
Nice music.
How about lying?
And remember,
The Honeymooners.
of all the medium-priced
With the stars,
cars,
Art
car for car
Carney.
across the board, the 1958 Edsel is the one that's new and the lowest price, too.
How long were these commercials?
God, enough about the Edsel.
We get it.
And the best part is it has electric windows you can roll up when Negroes are by. The big heavy grill is good if Negroes get in your way. Because you know what they're here to do. Probably rob you and rape your lovely wife and children. That's what the German Shepherds and fire hoses are for. What year is this? 1958. Yes, 58. The 58 Edsel. Wonderful. We've even tried to cover up the blackness of the tires with white walls. Because, you know, we don't want anything black on this car. Pull into your garage and close the door behind you to keep the Negroes away.
Oh, the 50s. What are you going to do?
Yeah, that's the
Very
guy.
intolerant.
That's that voice.
Yeah, he just always had that whole thing.
It's the same guy that did the little films for the kids in school, how to hide under your desk when there were fucking nuclear bombs.
The duck and cover.
That's right, Johnny. Duck and cover.
That's him.
When the communist menace drops its hydrogen bombs on you, so you don't burn to a crisp, duck and cover, Johnny. Good boy.
Hide under a piece of quarter-inch pine.
Yes, that will save you. Some people say radiation is dangerous. Poppycock. Your hair might fall out, but it'll grow back. Same length, same color, same cowlick. Don't worry about that, kids. Your government's here to protect you from the commie menace and the Negro. So light up a lucky strike. Yes, you, pregnant woman, have a drink and a lucky. Good for your baby.
Unfiltered.
Yes. And let the doctor inject you with some thalidomide. It's good for your children. He'll be a hell of a swimmer with those flippers.
Save on yarn.
Yes. Sweaters have never been so cheap for Grandma to knit.
That's right, one armhole. Oh, my stomach. It's fucking killing me. Holy shit, that was...
Coming down the red carpet, it's Tracy and Hepburn. Wonderful, look at the couple. Uh-oh, please look out, a Negro. Oh, it's Sidney Poitier. Sorry, Sidney.
What a time. Yeah, they seem to get the same guy for everything. He was in war films in the 40s and the 50s, educational things, and
all the shit.
Film strip records when I was a kid. Beep.
Got that crew cut and those Janine Garofalo glasses.
Yeah, always in a suit.
Yeah, skinny black tie.
Win that Edward R. Murrow Award.
DeLorean died in 2005.
Of what? Did he?
I think it was cancer.
One of his doors of his car hit him under the chin. took his head off.
I think it was a stroke, yeah.
We're doing
really?
Line of the day.
Cokehead died of a stroke? What the fucking odds?
Oopsie. We got to do line of the day because we got to go.
Wow, look at the time.
We got to go back to the other joint and meet the new boss, same as the old boss.
The old boss.
You know what?
Who is
the
he?
new boss?
Put a word in.
Well, this time around it's going to be abroad.
Oh, Jesus
She's a
fucking
good one
Christ.
for the show, though, I think.
Yeah, that's good for political correctness. I'm sure she'll loosen right up. Oh, fucking A. Seriously.
And she also runs the
I'm
nice,
only kidding.
the
I bet
nice
she's
station in
terrific.
town, Fresh.
And what's her name?
Fresh. I hear she's lovely, so we're going to meet her today. So we got to get out of here. SkiColoradoNow.com for info on great deals on 26 world-class resorts. Up to the minute snow conditions. Log on to SkiColoradoNow.com. One runner-up. What happened to all the...
There's plenty, but if you want to give us 60 more seconds, we can give you more runners-up. The voting is happening as we
Oh,
speak.
my God. The tension is crazy around here.
Yeah. Or I thought we'd just get you
It's
guys
like the
out here.
primaries.
Yeah. What's happening?
There's lots.
All right. Well, let's...
Bushels.
There's a bevy.
A bevy?
Yeah.
Paul McCartney's holding up well, huh? Oh. Holy shit, his face is melting like a candle.
He's 60 what now? 5, 6? Did he make the famous 65?
Yeah, so spend $8 for
64,
Botox.
but
Right.
a couple of years ago.
Cut off that
I'm looking at my fucking fat stomach over my belt, and I want to just grab it with garden shears and cut it off.
You can do that. Infection might set in.
If you take a razor blade below it and let it bleed out a little bit, you get thinner.
Can I eat even a piece of fucking cake
No.
without just mushing up into a flesh bell?
Flesh bell.
No.
Oh.
We're older now. We can't do that. That's for the young Jimmy. The young could eat whatever they want. All right. Are we ready? Because now we're just talking about Jimmy's belly.
What?
Jimmy's
So
belly.
there's 3 runners-up.
All right. Let's do a runner-up line of the day here. It better be Nick
this is what
DiPaolo.
happened. What a weirdo. She said she would check on him every 20 minutes. He would just hang there alone in the room for hours.
Roast?
For hours.
She would a roast.
Jeez, I'll check on him. I'll baste you every 20 minutes. You what is he?
Just set it and forget it.
Oh. Nick DiPaolo at Borgata. The Borgata, Atlantic City, Saturday night. Here's another runner-up line of the day.
I hope they find him dead in the grotto. Just floating.
With just hair with blood in the follicles in his hand.
And one of Hef's girls missing.
Just some girl sobbing with a piece of her scalp torn out.
What a horrific scene you painted there.
You know what it was? He'd be
Big
petting-
A with a big clump of bloody scalp and some woman
He'd
crying.
be petting her hair, and then she'd go, "I gotta go," and he would just go, "Ugh," like you would panic and rip a piece of her scalp off and not even mean to it. He would just be sitting there with an erection tenting in his fucking filthy crusted pants.
In the grotto, she's feeling the sting of chlorinated water on her fucking exposed skull.
She's got 4 inches of almost brain matter showing while he sits there with clear stuff in his fucking fat boy pants. Her career is ruined. Can I do this shoot with a hat on?
Again with the hat?
He's going to be
Jason Voorhees head.
It's just fucking, it'll never grow back because he did such damage to the scalp. He tore like below where the follicles grow in. So she'll have to have those fucking awful little implants to her fucking cock-teasing head. Good for you, Big A. Tear one of the tits off while you're at it. Fucking snotty bitch. Fucking Jimmy.
He'll be in studio Friday to talk about his Playboy Mansion experience.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be
I can't wait. Here's another runner-up line of the day.
Those girls upstate about
Yep,
8
5
months
of them or something. 'cause-
Swerve. And it was right. They had the proof that she was on her fucking
Yeah, in the
BlackBerry.
middle of a text.
What was she writing?
Wham.
Just that. I don't know.
Writing I miss you or something. Because it's all mundane crap anyway. You're
Hopefully
right.
it was something like, I can't wait to suck that big black, and then you just hear, ouch. What about a naughty?
You know, I thought by the year 2000,
LOL, lost our legs.
R-A-O-F, rolling all over freeway. Can I stop clearing my throat on the air? I fucking do. I can't stop doing it. I don't mean to do it. I apologize to the listeners.
I didn't notice.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking
Well, Flemmy?
awful. Yeah, I need to stop it and be a professional.
Sean Hannity's not going to appreciate that.
No.
Well, he's
not
probably right now.
professional.
I don't know. Sean's a weirdo.
Here's your line of the day.
Here comes line of the day. Line of the day. I was trying to catch a baseball, and I was such a girl. It shot right past. It was a pop fly, and it went right past my glove and bounced off my face.
Did it go make that sound, that Three Stooges knock sound?
It split my head, and I lifted my hat, and blood rushed down my face. So I walked home, and I'm laying on my bathroom floor, and the ambulance came. And I was like a little woozy, so they're putting me on the stretcher, and I said to the people, "Pray for me."
And that's how you executive produce.
Hey,
I love that story, Jimmy.
I completely forgot about that till Nick said.
It's so bad.
Nick said something that made me remind me of it, and it just what a melodramatic little tool. What a suburban tool.
We had fun today, but tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow we look at your first TV appearance from 11 years ago.
It's fucking humiliating.
We're bringing in a lot of guys for it, too.
Who's coming in?
Nick, if you want to come back, you're more than welcome.
What time?
I'm just going
When?
to beat up Jimmy all day tomorrow.
Who's coming in?
Who do we got?
We have Patrice, Bob Kelly, and Voss so far.
Nick DePaulo's going to be at the Brigada Saturday night. Nick, I don't want to put you on the spot, but
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw the offer out there. You could say no.
What?
This channel's live until noon. If you want to do an hour, just fuck around.
Really?
We'll give you a phone screener and everything.
Sure, why not?
Really?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, Nick DePaulo's going to keep the channel live until Ron and Fez at noon.
And Nick will be
What am I
at the
gonna do?
Brigada, and I'm going to just plug my thing like a whore. San Francisco this weekend. Tickets going fast. I just got a call. They said, almost sold out. There's only 2 left. So, at Cobb's Comedy Club. And Nick will be on the air here for a little while. Taking calls.
Will I? All right.
Throw a subject out there so you're all prepared.
NickDip.com. How's that for a subject? Blog Talk. We covered everything, didn't we? I'm trying to.
You'll do fine. What angle do you want to take? You want to do some politics? You don't have to do it, but it's a nice opportunity. The channel's live. There.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good amount of people listening.
You want to do politics? What's on your mind? What do you want to do? A little theme?
Let's talk politics
and current events.
Yeah, and current events.
I think that's
always good.
I think.
Why not?
And the Negro.
I'm punchy already.
Nick does great radio, man. I was a big fan when he was working at the other place with us, and he got fucked in that whole "we don't know what the fuck we're doing" way.
My timing was impeccable once again.
Fuck.
Stepped into that fucking.
Actually, Nick was starting to get a buzz and everything, and then they decided to go back to a rock station.
Exactly.
Which is now a rock station that you program as a listener, which is going to turn into something else next week.
For a whole week, you the listener, can program it. For the whole week, you the listener can program it.
Wow.
Hey, you can't hear Molly Hatchet anyway, right?
Taking a chance by letting the listeners program it for a week. Whoa.
That's called letting the inmates run the asylum.
Hey.
That's right, Jim.
And we'll go back to the same 5 Red Hot Chili Peppers songs next week.
I like Californication. I could listen to that over and over.
You have.
Yeah.
We all have.
All right.
Give it away. Right.
Nick DePaulo's going to get us to noon.
Yeah, baby.
After
I'm
the break.
taking you to noon. Thank you,
Nick.
fellas,
All right,
for having me and for giving this the opportunity to ruin everything I just did.
You know
I'm
what?
fucking fired up, man.
Here's the deal, too. If you're not feeling it...
I'm feeling it. I ain't going nowhere.
No. But
Fuck it.
you could bail. Just go, I'll be back with more, and then just leave. And then they'll put a best of bid on.
No way. I'm
Okay.
not going anywhere.
All right, good. Nick's going to go to noon, so give him a call, please. The phone number's right there, 866-WOW-WOW.
866-WOW-WOW?
Huh?
Wow, one wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Give him the wrong number.
Holy shit. It's going to get quiet in here.
No, it's on their unit. They know how to call this show.
Oh, I forgot this is Sally.
Yeah. So say fuck a lot.
That omelet's hanging in my stomach like a fucking fetus, I'll tell you. Jesus Christ, who made that thing? Fucking ankle weights in it.
Fast Freddy wants to talk about Britney, so I hope you have
All
some
right,
good Britney.
Fast Freddy, let's talk about that. I'd still fuck that crazy bitch.
I'm pissed that we have to go to a meeting. I want to hear Nick do his thing now.
I'm sure they'll record it.
All right, the phone calls are coming in. Quick break.